That's the agudem some midweek edition and then Wednesday. Yatina see when we say do me a nuna, you sorry, yeah, sorry, no, na yakofa makasiano at the Abramo Yamamachi, Yadamasi, say anopema chisi insular passports over the others. Na said you joining live our YouTube Inshal TV. YouTube Inshal TV. Oba subscribe, ubons adomabi. Bell sign be the whole click so na also subscribe send ya anytime be away say me tenase ubunza when your message say insure passports ya tenase ya de agodem 7 no e de eba enti ayana or subscribe dwumadi no e de amame o subscribe we are for message no e ka ho na garbage from carry the foreigner say you return to the old format na you be chance the free call so and Zania Befi Abedi the aftermath of Black Stars win Aye at the Yaho over a year or me from say a man. Tiabedi sound coming in the nano. I wore a year shown us in Shawanzo 4.5. Inti Yana the message no account na yakin kind at the amount. Na the Atiene over Africa 2026 World Cup qualifiers in Ghana and Kwani will be. The other countries no be and so airborne there. Na enra dia Congo tifie omo hye kanu mienu ema Senegal eba tisha omo eka miensa omo te kanu mienu na supporters omo kodiem park so no omo si debi this is unacceptable omo gituma enye ene stadium ho omo mutu nkonwa omo acheso mu di players atem na nyasem kitokra it is sound common in no at the Abraham Kedved and so etna fie share Cameroon akaba akoma ntimi ante na Andrew Onana okay odi anu nso ne yeba kan wasem ana South Africa enso ne Nigeria game no na anu nso enye asem kito akra ze Nigeria for no enso de keka ko na anhwa na World Cup no mo nso ntimi ankobi ani na no ye de sound come no e de bremo Real Madrid for no say Ballon d'Or award no omonko na reason tia Real Madrid say Ballon d'Or awards no omonko no Garbage at the sound community nano at the Ebrain and Jay and team from San Nottingham Friends or Mujomu coach Quine Nuno Espirito Santo or Mujano Quine Emma Openuno and so a Kwameka say and Postocoglu and Nottingham Friends in Penny France on our fans who made Jumadino and Fa and Momo and the other stories Charles is some in the nan our ha Yabedi sound common and so our aye show no sona Yabefia. Ghana Football Association GFA appreciation message amode abre Ghana phone no yebe kan bi enso etimi e di amamne di ano atum ansana otuado say also one in the place no obia engadi against air complacency me enfan she tirim say Ghana ya qualify we because you qualify we aka 2 matches 2 set of games yabo ansana enya qualification akobo the 2026 FIFA World Cup and so ebetimi akoso ni nyina na yakoba na edi anoba beto sansinim this and many more in Shawanzo 4.5 937 garbage from kabi the foreigner atifo odien eko amane Richard ni yenko mrana yemfa ensoni nyina no emfa emremu ewo dwumadie no so good morning eko amane ni aba
expect it.
Okay.
We didn't expect it. And it comes from the pre-match press conference no baba here no. Na dimuno.
No nim say about attack.
Yeah, but the beam na go. It's in the game plan of the FIFA and the Fini Chrome Brussels, any Bamako, Mali, capital city Yadebano. Is that Ghana have struggled to get a point against Chad. Omunko fieno pressure wo so it is omunko tin na ni den na se oni game planner he will be a rookie and decide to open the game attack us and then we will get in behind them and score. It was say he was surprised that na Ghana ye buy no they are very conservative. Rich the Bonica also are very conservative. It's exactly the game planner in the game here, boy, and everything showed say Otuado's game plan was to be conservative. Rich, me see, before saying a match, no, not Madagascar for at Nephi, and against Chad by 3-1. And that meant that me and Madagascar for now were in on 16 points. And we had to win our game. And yes, sir, it was always going to be difficult for us. Rich, some side issues before we talk about the real thing. With a game not like we predicted, with a 5 at the back. 5. Rich, when say, time and I tactical analysis no. Now, me see we switch either between a 3 back and then a 4-3-3. Rich. But Yako game no. So you see I'm not 3 back.
Sure.
We didn't play a 3 back. Neither did we play a 4 back. We played a 5-3-2. Because your 2 attacking wingers, no, they were not attacking. They were flat players off the back. Now, I want us to talk about side issues first before we get into anything tactics. When we are going here, share. When you say you see going here now, Mali for no co-referee.
Yeah.
What you know, person?
And an open on finish on bet on FIFA.
Yes.
They will contest.
Yes. They said they will contest the decision by the referee. In fact, from the off, goalkeeper said he was fouled by a branch friend Antoine Semenyo. Oh, it's here. Let us do a job. Over here, it is pure analytical job. Me a team for the forcing form and you share. If truly on the goalkeeper was fouled by Antoine Semenyo, or that wasn't the case, which this is the corner kick. Say what Jenny TV and I say on YouTuber. Who say Antoine Semenyo is a goalkeeper and a cheer off and home can. Then there is a Malian player also right behind him. Now, me assume a goalkeeper here or feelings will be where a or lose ball. Then he knew that, Asemaba, I need to run and make sure say I'll go after it. Which this is another side of it. Goalkeeper in me. This is a goalkeeper feeling 2 players behind him. 1 Malian, 1 Ghanaian. The Ghanaian was Antoine Semenyo. Which they won't come on. But behind him, 2 other players were contesting for the ball. Nipa no share ball Nankasano. Ball in 9 other form. Yeah. Ball no. Not Jiku that form. Because only Malian no more ball at the far post. Which Mr. Mali from this no foul. There is no foul in this ball. This is Alexander Jiku.
Goalkeeping error.
He clearly missed the ball mid-air. And Jiku any thing. The fact that he understood that this is a ball that could fall anywhere and say Ojinaho at the right place, he will get the ball and probably gets the goal for Ghana. No? Rich, I respect Jiku for all of that. And I want to show you a picture. Say, what journey has again on YouTube? This is Jordan or what this bottom left corner over to free kick. Now, you share that. Anybody that tells me that going here share was a fluke, maybe a combo Jiku was as a result of the preparation. He didn't intentionally attempt to ball Jiku. But the corner kick routine was a plan from the team. That's what I keep on saying. When he said, ball, I didn't keep to this side the ball. And I said it several times on the tactical board, say, see, any ball come be tactics. Tactics in itself is less than 15% preparation for the general football preparation. You don't overemphasize on one aspect of game preparation. You don't overemphasize on tactics. You don't overemphasize on physicality. You don't overemphasize on psychology of the game. But a game preparation, bit by bit, that comes together. That forms a proper game preparation. And this is a proper game plan. Look over here. We had Mohamed Kudus there. Say, yeah, about the short corner kick. You know, say Mali for no was saying. And you shot you on your box in him. And if you look in the box, we have 2 players using as blockers. I didn't ask them for it. And that was Antoine Semenyo. Semenyo decided to say, piano goalkeeper. Usually Arsenal play no piano. But he didn't win piano. Ojina keeper nechi. Iti se risa ukwa kwa chimbo na. Didn't we can see because Ojina wachipe on piano but Ojina. Iti wuna wa try say ball because what feeling what perform we will not get the ball. And Rich, at the far post, we had one player. And in all of that, before Smoko Jiku, look at the 16-yard box now, I see. There were 2 players who who were going in there as the attackers of the ball. But the plan was never to go here. It was to go to the far post.
And Gofoni keep on the Robert Sanchez pa on yard say.
It's push the ball at Jordan Boyna. It wasn't to attack the 6-yard box. It was to go to the far post. But then we used blockers, attackers, and then a decoy short corner kick set piece from Abrante friend Mohamed Kudus to attack the far post. And then a team of Abrante friend Alexander Jiku.
Super.
The physicality. And it's a because of the Pejiku team. And you never see you. I think they say Kushishim Jiku, more sure say Yamun Kruma. Because we need a thing for a foreign born Ghanaian. If I want you see him, he looks like a typical street footballer. He is that. He is very tough, very aggressive.
On one Kassan is over game bia.
Yeah.
Who say? We're ready to Wabaso Obekun. Oban to Kakun. Obekun Wamanamai.
And now.
I never come the palace and that Oduoni and Tram in Pekra.
Simple.
No, because such a who could now say, Simple. Jinaha, also call. I mean, the leadership at the back, super.
Who say, as some women I can say, BBI say, Thomas Partey has had issues with how he plays for us. And your party now have issues. Yeah? We have tried with Edmondado. You have tried with Salis Abdul Samad. You have tried with Elisha Wusu. And me, I'm not yet coming to the party for Sebo. And now it was a good performance. But I'm not coming to the party for Sebo for the long haul. Because when I saw Edmondado the first few games, it's okay, it's my Edmond. When I saw Salis Abdul Samad for that World Cup and then the Nigeria game 2 legs, I said, okay, it's my Salis Abdul Samad. But all of them have failed to give me consistent performance. The platform Thomas Partey was 6 for them. Because which Partey is 6. And Onya Obia Obeye dirty jobs Namano. Many a thing or a dueller. Obey second balls. And which the African game is about duels. The African game and it essentially comes down to physicality. Because the Europeans use more of the scientific part of the game and focus more on it. While the South Americans will use flair. Ours is physicality. But if you're able to marry the 3 styles now, it makes you stand out. And Rich, yesterday I like Sebo. I was particularly enthused about Sebo. Who said, you're about to fight back. It is our players behind him. But if you want to know, he had a job to keep things simple. And he did. And yet plenty 10 and 1, 2 out. No. Keep it simple. And that also gave Thomas Partey the ability to play ball. The other day, your coach say, see ya, the ball, now put it down. Not teach a pass, think a cracker. And Partey did exactly that job in the middle of the park. So we didn't have a problem. Which, you see, and you could tell from the passion of our branch FNS from this image. Abraham Shea goal or call touchdown on him, and emotionally letting everybody know that he has arrived. One player that probably people won't talk about so much, but he did his job. Which there is a story about Calibrianchi that a lot of people do not know, and I'll share with you here. There is a top official at Norgeland that shared that story with Calibrianchi with me. Which when he said Norgeland for I am almost around Ghana. Now I'm scouting for players. Now I'm going Calibrianchi Chrome Bono. Things in Bechim. Rich, I'm going to do one ma. I'm scouting. When himself Rich, the first justified. Calibrianchi and qualify. He didn't qualify.
Say no, this guy's in Honafi.
Okofo be a card here.
Yeah, you know, original.
And I share top pro. And I say to son who no baby share team with a different team and son here funnel. And it tells his attitude, say the thing, and he doesn't give in. And then now we played him as a defensive wing back on the flanks. To physically hold the ball, win duels, and reach. And now, okay, your system near boy now. Your system was purely to curtail Mali from wide areas. Because so also what about Douglas Nenemo on the left hand side. Now all the yellow flare from the white areas there. Then you are dealing with 2 fullbacks, 1 outside centre back, and then 1 wing back. That will win the ball and play for us. Rich, this is what we needed against Chad Ayenya. It was a more professional performance, more pragmatic performance. And I can understand if Obi Ekase will find Otuadong Sengsem and all of those things, but the job is done. Now we have 19 points and nothing else matters. And we see, congratulations to boys, and now any coach here, friend Otuado. Okay. Omaya Jumana, come. And I know, say Ghana Nhyira has been very, very proud of them. It's rich. Now, of course, Nyame Adoma, Ochinania, they will come back and talk about it. Now, Mami Tiwati for me say, Nancy, a new European conversation to achieve one country for 5 days straight. Omo di coach ni
show. So is it Richard? Good morning. I'm enjoying your show. The interesting thing with Ghana's group,
expect it.
Okay.
We didn't expect it. And it comes from the pre-match press conference no baba here. Na no
say about that.
Yeah, but the beam now go. It's in the game plan or the FIFA, any Philly Chrome Brussels, any Bamako, Mali, capital city, is that Ghana have struggled to get a point against Chad. Pressure was so. It is coach in any day. Nasa only game planner. He will be a rookie and decide to open the game, attack us, and then we will get in behind them and score. It was he was surprised that Ghana they are very conservative. Rich, Bonika also are very conservative. It's exactly the game planner in the game here, boy, and everything showed. So Otuado's game plan was to be conservative. Rich, me see, before saying a match, na Madagascar for at Nephi, winning against Chad by 3-1. And that meant that me and Madagascar for now were on 16 points. And we had to win our game. And yes, sir, it was always going to be difficult for us. Rich, some side issues before we talk about the real thing. With a game not like we predicted OFIAC, with a 5 at the back. 5. Which wouldn't say, time and I me tactical analysis no. Now, media may see we switch either between a 3 back and then a 4-3-3 me boy, Rich. But you could game no. So you see I'm not 3 back.
Sure.
We didn't play a 3 back. Neither did we play a 4 back. We played a 5-3-2. Because your 2 attacking wingers, no, they were not attacking. They were flat players off the back. Now, I want us to talk about side issues first before we get into anything tactics. When we go near Share? When you say you see a good year now, Mali for no referee.
Yeah.
What's your no person?
And an opemo on my finish on bet Chokoma FIFA.
Yes.
They will contest.
Yes. They said they will contest the decision by the referee. In fact, from the off, goalkeeper said he was fouled by a branch friend Antoine Semeno.
I think this is the idea. Rich, over Ghana football more. There's no inspiring story. I changed the no. I was a woman story and she was crying.
From Accra Gate Olympics and near Omuko relegation.
Yeah.
Has the do you who come? Has a cofan by now is the number 1.
Yes, and you'll be going to the World Cup, so BB and see. Rich, that is the story. It's so inspiring.
Sure.
Beyond BBR. Rich. A World Cup name in Peseko. Na Enra on your continent, you know, there were a lot of games a course or your continent so. Now the M1 way, Morocco are qualified to the World Cup as the first African country. But Rich, they still went to Zambia and beat them 2-0.
Qualifier. And then come more drug right.
Obuko show 2-0. Mozambique won. Tunisia so Senra. one of the countries from Africa almost were Jomo tickets and 1-0 and now Mokoshena Obrante ni share goal against Equatorial Guinea no but share Nigeria because say Tunisia so the second African country omo a qualify echo the World Cup. Guinea-Bissau 2-0 against Djibouti. Algeria echo Guinea Obia and Shebi ewo. Then Uganda 2 Somalia 0. Malawi any Liberia ebo 2-2. Again mana Liberia for LED 2-0. And Enra Chad Equator the Kane now Madagascar show by 3-1. Libya Eswatini 2-1. Which only the coach of Libya? Aliou Cissé. Senegal Aliou Cissé. Yes. Omo pamono no. Which wakoshe Libya. Okwa we kwoshe Angola. And 1-0. And wakotene fi no wakoshe Eswatini 2-0. But the biggest one the last one no. Ghana against Mali Enra. Yes, Mali found by 1-0. How did the game play out? Rich, I'm not kind. Sir, under Tom Selford, no, Mali team no, ako a typical 4-4-2. And see, Enra, this was the Mali team, Omudi area mu, younger for goalkeeper Feni Diara, a back four of Dukure, Dante Fofana, and Adiakite. Then Uben Finfiwa. Obo Dumbia on the left, Koulibaly on the right, then Dien and one of captains Ambano and Mohamed Kamara, a partner, our middle of the pack, and Fifiho, then Sina Yoko, and Niakate, and a topping as 2 tops, and the Emma Tima, your friend Mali. So you put Mali on the tactical board and Rich, that is what you get, a typical 4-4-2. Changes be any a ornament. That is how Mali decided to start on the game on 4-4-2. Said and I are predicting now. Didn't you what to say? Tom Servet Elka said the young Ghana are putting a game no a surprising no. I said Rich, he came to the game just as we know him. About game him said he knew na 4-4-2 na. But Rich, he was expecting a 4-2-3-1 Ghana, a 4-3-3 Ghana, simply because now Ojini said you gave me a combo against Chad. No, any results now you oh so game would have pushed the Ghanaian to come into this game with the mentality said at all costs we must win. But when who say at all costs we must win, no, probably will not come say yeah, the both frontline football and do proper offensive play. Rich, your lineup in the bar, you know. Now, this lineup with a 3-back. And me so said to myself, so when we did we see the 3-back in the bar, then he didn't do a good job. Because Ghana called Bamako share Mali 2-1. We played in the 3-back. Ghana against Nigeria. In that crucial game in the World Cup playoff, we played in the 3-back. And it is when we need Otto, say in crucial games where you need to find the balance of defending very, very well and still getting something out of the game, Otto at the 3-backer. Then Tom, so Obaka said he was surprised. Maybe when Mali FA Rich, I will question him for being surprised. Say he called this lineup. Now you put the Ghanaian lineup on the tactical board and Rich, that is what you get. Send and I predict a 3-4-3. A 3-4-3. Into 3-back. Come on. With wingers and attackers. Come on. So that is how Ghana approach annual game, you know. Goalkeeper Benjamin Asare. A 3-back of Jonas Adete on the right, Jiku, the captain general, in the middle, then Sali Susariki on the left, then your 2 wing backs of Calibri Yenchi on the right, Gideon Mensah on the left, then Kwesi Zibo, and Thomas Terpate in the middle, then your front trainer, Kudus on the right, Semenyo on the left with Jordan Ayew as a leading striker. Now, Rich, and no, me catch you say this formation of Ghana, I just say, it is so suited to deal with any threat via Mali for the Edinburgh game. First of all, say you have 3 centre backs our team anymore. 2 of them takes care of Mali for omu 2 top now omu bono. See we will always have extra centre back that will sweep our machi kama. And you said no somewhere throughout the game. Salisu was doing the man marking. Jonas Ajete was doing the man marking. Then Jiku was always alert. Say what to actually be after the partners no and dealing with the 2 top of the Malians now. He comes in and pick it up. That is the reason why I throughout the game, even though Mali were more possessive they couldn't create too much of a threat, especially say born out of form with a defensive area. They are threatening our goal post. It was because the 3 back were outnumbered the 2 top of Team FN Mali. Now, Rich, again, I said it and I said, what 3 back the freedom of your wing backs to deal 1v1 with the wingers of the Mali team. And he said, no, so where Calibri Yenchi and Gideon Mensah super on stopping the flanks. There were sometimes they lost concentration, and I said, Omuko Kemu, and my body to Omachidie. But throughout the game, predominantly, Rich, they were able to stop Mali from attacking us from the flanks. Now there was something, and then the committee became so probably the person was not paying a particular attention. Rich, so share. You 2 wing backs, na Calibrianchi and movie pa. But not give you a man some cosa. It was simply because anyone catch you say in transitions, we will expect Yenchi because I am natural midfielder to have more or better the ball now progress or better not on him because naturally I am midfielder. So oh yes sir, in these areas sir, what it means is that it pushes Jonas Ajete on the right, bring Jiku, and Salisu, then bring Gideon Mensah here in a decoy 4 back in transitions. Say Yenchi Ejibono, now I agree say Obe overloaded with Abante Fan Mohamed Kudus on the right. So we had this rotation pa Bona ne Ebono. You could see Yenchi Bape na Jonas Dinechi no biom kakra na Jiku akwa
Antimai anti edi atuminiano pay yaba yedi performance semino edi aba yakato se ene ye back to ye normal aye certain certainty anopay and performance no update no sabe kanano etimi aye kama onim se eno matches how do ni bi etimi etodwa in fact they tell killing Mbappe eno ne record wa ye na no pay ye di nyina edi eba e woduma de so da seda no e kwa de amanyime ko mo esu asene performance ye kwa na face update no nsa kama kato se anopay bia so dia na wa se wa pomudin e kama esa se pomudin na emani pedua no enya hoodi ye panti nupa a cha se wedama so be kamfo e dia ma na Kulun Ghana Limited na kwakofa e di abomudi hunchu capsule e dia ba ne ye meme do ebo be ma bia for urinary tract infections we e be ma tajun so tentem ujun so woti ya e wo be ma wedo ye hunchu capsule no ana cha se be bo ye pa na edu akademo afen so ye prostate enlargement ana eti to doctor aka to se o prostate na e hard na edo be kama e de ma na ye hunchu capsule afe uye obi atadun so tentem ujun so woti ya e wo ma eno ye hunchu capsule no ana cha se be bo ye pa eno ati wo me de mistake so ba e ye for e sexual enhancer e bo be ma bia ma mpaso agudie e de ma etimi we pa premature ejaculation be to ase e de ma o libido na e wo form e ye slow erection na wedo enso e mistake e ma do ye araba bazenta be to ba bia eno na ono no ma bo ma wo ma ya se metimi we pa wo ba ene come here say woni urese woni atenka ntwede wo so ntibia e do be bo pa no ye araba bazenta bet anopai okofomanse ene drug shop bia betimi anya bia to Kulun Ghana Limited se ne no medie 0244275429 afa woni no so etimi edi ensawo so na wonim se sika ane ede ye de nyina nti ABC Games ana mekamfo ede ama ABC Games ne ye yankasa ye ABCD ya ana utusu emu miasa 3 letters na face
so atimi e de atwa ABC games hibi na say yabobo ye draw no na letters na uchu so ye no ni nyina epiem a me pato wanya sika ye pa enti wo fa phone na what dial star 262 hash star 262 hash every 5 Ghana echo ubetimi atwabe ubetimi enso e de 10 Ghana atwa na eno atimi abo enti 3 letters no me pato emu ba ko ba 3 times I will stick ana emu mienu ba ye betam se ne nwotwe ade abo sika no diama ana feso se emu miense ne nyina epiem a 200 times will stick na dami so benya sika ye pa ABC games na Ghana adese National Lottery Authority at the stamp no ade asesu ntia na onso mo anim ade atie pa winya sika no akọ high sense nature watimi asese with them na high sense say what the refrigerator said about what the chest freezers air conditions when sabe count there about what cinema cinema akọfa nyina de about sound system and water dispensers no microwave blender and rice cookers nyina pato air fryers na high sense and akọfa de about money man very affordable but of high quality and a test somebody amount and 5 years warranty and one son and so can't I say and pay for any chemo our showroom beer na kokojo ni amabo for council na no me sabe timi ni o medin sa so no I 0302550000 na one high sense so ahwebom na Ghana ha afana ba bia 16 regions no me pato ye showroom sini bi e wo ho enkan de atemota ye bo ho ana fe mahia de wani chemo ba so na dansuman uko kanesian pato ubenya e wo ho no na fe adesa wasi small e wo tema takwa di na takwa ani ye west region central region anom aye mankasi mo boase sunyane uko tachiman afe wode wani chemo ho hoi ana fe ko foridia ubenya high sense kuma senum se de adum ana aye tafo asawe jansen ana high sense enso na fe wanya oniama na enom atimi aye kama e de man se wodo nyina so na telesel aso men kan tell so mo de telesel fixed broadband no e de ama na fixed broadband na package e ba be boy pa mata se eniama so atima koye e de in terms of bundle there and e telesel fixed broadband no ana be boy pa na afe na upeso utwatuma and your subscription sisi na utwatum sisi na wo ba be do fixed broadband na 100% bonus of data and ya dimam na wo de ne de active na fezo person winu a 50% bonus of data and a telesel and so adima and also batale star 900 has star 900 has and also be use telesel play app no why enjoy data bundler just I come a smooth one no what me enjoy na what me come a promotion me pato royal foam as men can say said on the student mattress no e di aba wo to ya na ama free pillow na tesa no so tima boy abo no e wo from ye pa na sisi no wonim say 4 inches no 350 Ghana per and royal for edima and for 3 inches no 320 Ghana and tesa edima royal foam as an opaya we your bata na wuteme now your student matches at the mo abofra na bra na bra be do de kama no message so betima from we so na wanya do etoto no ay 0202271000 and as 0202271000 na feso when ay royal form for ahia bom ye pana eniema ay kama at the man na floor kids baby diaper and a diaper me kan for at the man bata nyina essence diaper no de ball bana e ma rasis bi nwa bofra no ana fe so de diaper be boba na fe so diaper na koda ni di agro kakra na yi atode aha we ewa hodi ye pa ehuma ye de aye no emu ye den enta bofra betime di agro bi ope o ma ye ni into layers nti e ba se bofra no kwasa bi odwoso kra gu ni ho a e be no no aye nwunwu ni nyina ma na kodi akire wo be bofra no enya problem bi a eno aye flower kisses no no data paper meal ana kofa de aba no mesa betime ene o ma din sa wo so ye 0243 033 wanya do etoto na no so atimi aboye pa be pato wie sadia na makato sadia ba kwa no kama ye se apomudin se atiba eno aboye pa no kama na MTN Ghana atime kato isi no gomo di MTN eswa package ne adiaba na wonim se every Thursday bia no wonim se o first band will be abaye no MTN Ghana ebebo 25% na adiama enta no pa wutime ka na what dollar star 138 has star 138 has no tina Canada wo first band na be no MTN Ghana say on be bon 25% e de amanti anom e nkoma na no pay no wo mo so e di ema wo eno achi na meka from meka to say anopay Piva beverages so ma dawroba wo mo de Piva cola e de abomu orange flavor e ho wo mo tangerine flavor ana fe wo mo grapes wo mo cocktail and so anti dwuma bia wudi ata so be hia soft drinks no eno enso e ye Piva for jomodi ema no bi na be kama netimi abo ma wo okesi na we no etimi e kama ye birthday outdoor when an say event bi na ye now hia soft drinks there and ye Piva beverages so mo drinks no number sebetima from na wanya do etoto ye 0550 0322 na face wo so no pay wo mo adjusu ye pa and what flora tissue there come up flora disposable handkerchiefs no super absorbent with the cleaning and japatics bia we kire and one offices out do you bia you so essence e do juma say after so a perfect fit for your bag and after your pocket and turn up my on and count there and ye ene wo mo the flora tissue e dey about time you so o mo the wipe and o mo the cleaning mo fa no and to your about time na we tell me na when your flora tissue ni be after o mo the flora e tiro e dey aba nyame anim ne tiro dey wonim juma e didi we e pure white fragrance free and after my clean experience no e come up very smooth tea up my on san count there we betimi afro mo I was 0246 426 172 and as 0243 033 no wanya dodo e toto na no so etima e kama e dey ma wan se sha wodo nyina so na guess up properties as men kan to say wono e ba na asase ton ana afa so pa asase ato a ene e guess up properties na omo asase ato no etimi dia di udwuma but asase bi obeton dia ma no e litigation free man so sem bia no woni obi ma menyo problem ana afa so langas sem bia no nti wo pa asase pa na ato dia ene e guess up properties na me kan for e dia man na ba sapon asime ka say for ani kire mu ene na bra beju asase esanse Atonso High School Johnson 5 acres of land at the ho and after so do any etemo and so I will ene adia the gentleman no say no 1.5 acre head out den na ye po bi adiamanti was it friend sisi na no to kese na omo na niam koye kama and from 0541 135464 and as 0249 136582 na wafe guess up properties na ba sapon na ono so atimi am asase na aya kama edi ama wan hye awodo nyina enso na wonim se ade ba ko edimu entitima ya se efie bia so beton de ama no manso sem bia no an se efie bi wo ha ebusuya manso ada hono enya sam keto abera we de genuine document genuine papers and ye demand to pe efie na ato na ba sapon de be boa ana pass as so ato wetimi ato de wasa ye into rental agency no so juma obudi e se open office bi na han edimu juma open warehouse bi na han edimu juma pato obege to covered e bia make say apartment bi na han open ahan a eno so be fe guest properties no so etimi abo ya so e kese no okumasia wudi wadi chemu e wasante Oroko, womu training grant adeko jate, and you won Sabenkum so, and I benya gasa properties afe, Jan Krabatani be one kind, Sunyane, and a Toma Hikona Febrecum, not only gasa properties and so on, to me Edin Sawaso, no Boamo Assassi Tono, and Yamaya Kama Ediaman Pato, or Passassin Sunata, or Assassi Elho, and our Paso Ton Assassin Son Pato, Nina Nobe Edijmano, Edamon Paso Ton Fieswa, Wofa gasa properties over here, Edijmani in a Kama, Edamon was a shower doing now so, Wayne. You may call any of Frank Kayapi and Ano Peno, Wamu Elso, Yasina Goodman Sabano, and confirm us your choir. I didn't somebody be at the time I can't see a Juma I live, I will YouTube, and T. Wood Jenny or YouTuber. I don't Nhyira TV, Nhyira TV, our YouTube Nafe was where to my Janina. I come at Yama and Sisao doing now. So, yes, someone here at your government, Yamada Pato, Massa said, you feel Bolivia, but I'm Kobaka Crefi Bolivia, at the Abba said, Siano Mano, and Yamana Kama, at the moment, na Omania playoff qualification to the World Cup now. A game Kakabi as Omobo, Sir Akobata, Sir, Omusuno Etimi, Abasa Gamina, Womunia qualifier. Not that means a World Cup for the first time, and confirm to me, and so I qualify to the World Cup now. At Maya Kama, Yama Winim, sir, since I World Cup, SRC, Abasa Sisono, Bolivia, Mino, Omako, 2 times a pair, and no 1950, and after 1930, first timer, yes, I said, invitation, I went and to me say 3 times okay 3 times no metimako and to me say first one no 1930 then I'm saying invitation went no and yeah 2 and Saudi for Bolivia man and I tell so musumi etimi di mansana 1950 diana anso eba me paton ko bakaka eba SS playoff we no wo munya gram no mutimi qualify proper dia na that means a world cup no dia and dem nyina anso ay koye e dia ma ay Bolivia man no ezaze kwabna another answer omanya etoso ay so entimo ma dwane o league table no so dia ubenya Bolivia man na ade so motoso so a wo muso anya qualification na no pe no e de kakra adi adana so mo qualification no munya no kwabna san krofobia yo mahi o yaso ko Venezuela obubu fuafu no anya sam goto akra because e pass wo mom anka so mo na timi qualify na say Bolivia e beti Brazil na wo bona tena ba ko de massa na akwa ni din enso di Tasaros kwabna wono na chese penalty 40 feet air plus 4 minutes ana branter enso nya penalty adama Bolivia man na ise na yese hwa ye hwa kwa no enya sam goto akra but I swear na no way for so edi djuma na nya mi anima da braka 11 there kwabna da braka nti yesi team bi nya de na obeti no abono 11 pad ya Allen Haaland say wanya de efo omra Crystal Palace no ni o mesia and Allen Haaland yeah go na within by 3 minutes that time I ask a hat-trick hey na sana mu baye another me pato Allen Haaland wono enso ani Norway man no wo mu eti aye Moldova e bom 11-1 na 11-1 kwabna say e ongo anya ongo agajaze anka we 11 show ana nkomo so edema Moldova aye man pato banta din enso edi Asgard wono enso nya 4 goals ana Allen Haaland nya 5 goals ana banta din enso di mayor enso enya 1 goal edika ho ansa na Odegaard enso de bako enso ka ho entani e goals o mo ewoso ya ana no pen edika kwa edi eba amazi sha na Allen Haaland enya manyina ya kama dia ma Allen Haaland yesi abanta de goals ne pa dia bibia ya kama edema the last 10 matches ha me pato wo mo enso abono kama ese 14 goals na abanta na say in the last 8 matches o ma abono ni nyina na abanta de enya goal last 8 matches abanta de enya goal edema aya Norway man no and in the last 10 matches no aya 14 goals na abanta no and some ase ediama Norway man no and tani Allen Haaland sisia no ejana so kama edema abanta no but I swear ewo aya France so na Kylian Mbappe loten wono so aya record ho sisia no okọ France all time goal scorer sisia no Mbappe ababa tosu mi no esa se 200 Daniels one na test second place no and so equal with 51 goals and not Kylian Mbappe ade so wonya goal amata se bibia kama 52 goals ana banta na babenya and to Olivier Giroud ana okọ France all time goal scorer no on the equal no 57 goals the equal no aka 5 goals per na test banta ni team adi Mbappe and so all time goal scorer all France no ni Olivier Giroud ababa per Antoine Griezmann ana ise no ababa tosu na esa se 200 Daniels atoso miensa na wababenya Antoine Griezmann wonu 44 goals na wababenya Michel Platini ni 41 goals no the tosu num ansa na Karim Benzema anso no 37 goals ha wonu na batosu sianti ani je free Air France adi eba ewodumade so na no pe no make a check kaka adi ama wanse chawo do so na Mbappe anwa ensanto for ni din koba kakra ani ebisa Kylian Mbappe lo tense sana nkoba ni zitia me pato Mbappe si yanka mo bi anta se wono ade ba kwa na ha na pa ya se ni nua no Ethan Mbappe no kwabra si ni nua ne ba obeye midfielder no se wade me da wase sanka ko ebe ya striker kwabra si debate na ba be between on ni nua no sabi nua pay ni so de ho hese hunia keto na obi body dimbode wase ba se ba hard ni ye panti wo hu se ni nua ne ye midfielder pa no so dabi any idea ne be kama and ye the only tina amana ni ajo wasi amana I believe in tea ano I am Mbappe nkoma wono so edi jampato Madrid reporter menseka I say one say 22nd of September ya ana I Ballon d'Or na be toja na nkoma kakwa menseka say Madrid for say we hu mo Ballon d'Or na say mema na nya nwanwa esan say ya say Ballon d'Or pe for that say ni omu di nkomo Madrid say dabra kanya de so mbeti ase asem ni nyina so mo last year na omo player Vinicius Junior ana na nka say yade award ndi man na omo twa ne kokode ana chese wo mu yi na gon na omo de komo obi ana omo kan ho asama omo boycott ye and this time omo so omo kan aba obi ata say na no da na ewum dada ha na no asem na yes nkofo no aba mad de kode mu aba patawa mad de fo na yo mad say nya de so mbeti ase ente ko ba say Ballon d'Or no wa hu mad de fo e wa say wa hu omo player bia wa ase apato na ne ntokwa na no ana chese omo guso omo twen eno ye ri mad de nkoma kakra e from akati edi urban pato openya ni Jerry Luis de la Fonte one na head coach adama the Spanish national team na what the confirmation na diaba sa brancha de team na di Pablo Gavi ni prano wa we ade sa brancha no ekokoye surgery yes the coach Jonwan Sanka and the Pablo Gavi Barcelona player no ni ameti player na yes one Femi Lopez our player na kwaro wa san premium and tiado so koma kakra na no pe no ye di jaw na mame ko Savo William na ye ni koma kakra e Chelsea player Savo William Massa born de akoda no wodi djuma bruta one ni the only player sisi no what Chelsea Manchester Force Kopama de o ma hundada but when the ball no as something different we compared to Kopama de na ko de adwene so but akoda we de no say abase won ball my nsiriwa wabra obetu ma ya sisi e enti ana ensantofo ekotire wo wan corner no mbisa say Chelsea na wo ko no say a good deal a good move ana ye ana so hwe nani ade papa no ade na ye the team pa ye say onyini bag na do oduru we say nti ono obetima free bazo man mu na wetima ko man fufuro mu akwakosi akan ana because onyini bag na ba bia watena Brazil nti na ye den sapa so be free bazo bada oba land na bonten so masa was so mu tweet ni ye pa land na gino ama na ni ade ye pa say a perfect choice at the man so amazing so about Chelsea no odo na Chelsea for so in fact was so one kasa Chelsea no na kuma mutada odo Chelsea ye penti wo ba ya niam nyina sase ekoye enso ade man o say the happiest moment I want in life me say ene wosi akan erma Chelsea bobo ko na fe we move to England and niam nyina kama ade man no Savo William and komaka ko ade ba na owie na ode trousers wo ba head coach ade ade enso Maresca ata so trust ni ye pa in fact wanye ni da say Chelsea no ba no do nim so board onim ni board no benya board ni bia bo but aso benya board no tutu abo ama coach anya DJ wo musa no na sa bibi kaka no ankasa na twetwe na so kakra bra oba Chelsea no sane ma nyina ya kama adman o coach training na de wa coach no befa so enna kasa ne hard work into no ama ese na coach no e wo DJ wo mu eno na aboa ama Chelsea na wa ba no kra no aye ni dey part asa ma na ni ante eno ye aye Chelsea player Savo William en koma kakra banta no adi urban ye di twitwa adi ama pato Ange Postecoglou enkane no Tottenham Hotspur head coach Pepe Ameka said there ukọ Nottingham Forest once omo pamu openya ni dia ni no Espirito Santos no kabra ono ne dia adwuma no adi ama no openya ni dia Evangelos Minarakis sisi ade odi adwuma no dia ama no just was it na we dey papa there papa say we are bringing a coach to the club who has proven a track record in was it coach no when he be ayo dada what the trophy but openya we dia wana asemu ye say baby okobo beko bia no empato ne first year ne de anasa ne first season aniama nkoye mfama ne second season aniama koye mo otimi edi trophy wo ba Tottenham obeka asasem kwabna ana otem wo be ba wo no mamu yesu anata say wo mo diji ya kanse Europa League no edi so amana so nti omu ogidie pa so panyi we ya wa ba na niam ba kama edi ama mpato wutie our radio so a join your Facebook there be join your YouTube here uko YouTuber anu ya Nhyira TV na fe we so wetimi adwane bara aya subscribe anytime bia video bia be ready no wonsa timi aka kabana nipa hu ya unim dia obenya o na de nti ameka sa monwa ni me aya branch ya wada aya squeeze Dominic Soboslai dodo na efano sobo na akoda no kwabna so nim say 2009 na oye akata o ono kwade na akata na nya akata papa ni bi omo ase ye ba be bobo na ye the players na ba bontin so a mascot no kwabna ono no kansa nkrofo no ho awo Hungary enti ukọ the Hungarian national team se omo be bobo na ye de na Franco da no ni akata omo so munni players na nim enko na 2009 Oba Park so no player okodi nanim no wo kan baaku mienu pe na Cristiano Ronaldo na chese ejina hoyi Abra no ada ye ko ya Domin Sobosla na chese o captain e de ema hungry man ya oni Cristiano Ronaldo ese tipato he we asin de mu bia mbu abamasa bibia betimi aye 2009 we bia na chese o mascot ni sisi no o captain e de ma a whole national team ye bo we ya baba pe na wo ko Cristiano Ronaldo ho ana Ronaldo say wunie na no 2008 say na me so man ba akra pa obra ba di jesi ya na wo de akwa akoto fe na ja me na na numba o matimi nya bia kwa bra we de na na wo be hende me na na numba ja o matimi nya bia hwe na no so atimi aboa amane man so e come anti Domin Sobosla ana fe Cristiano Ronaldo ana mu hu mo squeeze ni so na no pe no ye de kakra ensom adita wo e wo ye sisa wo do so na Kevred so mo so aye record o sisa ye si Kevred man no wan so mo dodo na aye 593,149 pe omududu nyina no omo heda no so kra omundu 6,000 kra na enom anasisi na wonim saka one game pe no ma qualify o omunya draw kra nkofo no etimi qualify ekobo World Cup ni bi wansam asisi na oba bibire mu ha aka obia 2 match so mebo omuli Libya ewo game ti se Libya say omunya good results bi ampato ma qualify omuni Eswatini so bo omunya good result to be ampata no so ba qualify na yeso omaya omusa ateso mu ko World Cup ateso mu etoye pa no eye omaya ni dinede Iceland kwabra so mu 4,000 pe o mu do no so ko mu kwa de o mu ni 5,000 team reporter men seka as se Kevred o mu next game on bebo no munya draw kra masa eniama koye dia mo na tese o ma ba be omaya omuso mu tosu mienu a o mu so FIFA World Cup no no so Ebra mu bi ene reporter na no pe no make a check aka ediama na Madrid sa player we nyame anim ne obaba be superstar anom aya pantanidin adi Masantrono Franco Masantrono mo ma twani wo Facebook no mo benya Franco Masantrono na abranteri ne nyame anim ne na no dana chese o sa sese wo si aka de ma remand de bobo kono na no daya ano nya call up to the Argentine national team wo koya jersey number 10 ano akwa bra sa jersey no yemo bia so Messi jersey na yese o Messi amenti de na sana fasi akan masa habia na enta happen but Franco Masantrono ana teswaji jersey number 10 and you be said that icon jersey and what's no sema sadia na ni Japan say what's akan dia ma the Argentina national team na when ya say oni Lionel Messi ebo na impo Messi jersey yadi ma na answer say the any dream come true in fact adia as a footballer what dream na say esi o na brabom na chese na no dia esi edia ma na o si jersey na jersey no ente legendary jersey ente the man say na unum say adia no na chese aya do so pa na adia so bremom na yebuo ana chese adia ma no ye Franco Masantrono rima de do mu play nkoma abranta di ba na no pa me kache adia ma e wo dwumade so me patoma yanko England ani yanko di nkoma kakra uko England na since tomato chow ebefa aye England man no matches wo boy na no niam akoye adia ma no wo bo 5 matches ni nya no wanya win against Albania pato wo bo 2-0 ana for Latvia wo bo 3-0 oti aye Andorra e bo 1-0 ana osan ani Andorra clear return eno so 2-0 ana wa ba beti Serbia de hotre na premier pa entina poli num ana no ada England man no esedi ti aye Serbia ana pe no dodo na enso ka wansam na opanya ne de calance no ti sa wakoya record o se Brazil man no se omni Bolivia e bo na omu enso lusu no yesi 2009 ana ABC anu Bolivia e chomu bo me komesa anu the first time ABC the second time 2025 year chase omasan akoma Bolivia ato menu so komesa na kwoti be yeso papa ya calance loti ana wakwakoya de na yesi Venezuela fo bu afu calance loti se wo ye game na ye bo ye bibia ye okay wo de se Bolivia keke wawrazo mu se Bolivia anka yeka se omaya ni tin adi Venezuela nkoma qualify se FIFA World Cup no musu beko bibeda ene ma nko ya form mbara ma minko Egypt na minni nkoma kaka o ma Mamus aye Egyptian player na wasansi akan adi Man City so wakwa pro another wakodana kwa kopra na ne anim so plano nyadia be ha adni bia na Egyptian Football Association no e de communicate dia ba bontin se abrante no me no kana wanya no ebe hard ni ye pa na e de abrante no be kwete na me kokko hwa ade kakra mo de mo hwa ade sensity no sisi o mu players no plan so mu play orient check e pra Jaro Ford no ono so Mantu Kovacic ono so Josko Vador Savinho na betinali ya na no ya de mo so go play azebe credit ana Abrante de dia Rico Lewis Mato really ono so pra ana Kusanov pra ana sise latest one Abrante de dia Omar Mamusinti Pep Guardiola nem say su no benya su fufuro bi mti no adu ya de ba e wo adwuma de so na Barcelona form ade communicate ade ma say wo mini Valencia game no nyame hanim ne game no muntimi ambo no the new sport 5 come on game no on be bono wo mu training grounds na chiro honum pair anom bebo na study Juan Cruyff and we 6,000 seater capacity wọ́n si ho ana chaso bebo against Valencia wọ́n nkonkojo obi park bi amadate wọ́n man be di o matem wọ́n ayo madwe se ho no bebo game nanka wọ́n nim sanka Hetafe ana nanka so mo kobo mo game bera wọ́n se ho de anya de se wọ́n beko akwakobo mo matches na enso ho nti no wọ́n betena aye Juan Cruyff na face o metmesi aka ho ene ye Barcelona kobaka comedy eba Thiago Alcantara reporter na wiam yesa one said the backroom staff at the Emma Hansen Flick near so paying baba nyame anim ne Thiago Alcantara benya ba Alcantara yesi people works kakra no mo ye ates ono so betimi enso adwene na dia medi wie kra dia ma no DR Congo kwabna Congo foi and Massa 2 goals. Amateurs Bibia ya kama. So many so ma win here. Yes, it be 50 years in here. So much Senegal pass on with the Dabi Ebino. Now Kabna had 2 goals. Yes, supporters about Nipa 80,000. And the park so now Modia Mama Journey or YouTube Kabodia. Mubenya a video na ya de mamuno. What the park and so. Say na nani panisite nipa ba ye pa park ni so nyina boma ai say ya bobo ne ko sa ya bobo ne ko oh obi anim say 2 goals aba and ya be have fans abana ni die oh this time they ya wie sana wo munim dia na efisuro ba ade na 2-0 no ko abana ya pon ya ade na ba ya 3-2 ana nkrofo se dabi players nyame anim nie madi ehwammo yie pa Idrissa Ghana dabi Papi Ghana guy wanom enso Papi guy okay rather wanu enya go Jackson sani dio anasa enso enya bo go edema mo Juan Visa ana bakambo mo ne 2 goals no adi ema o man ani team adi DR Congo kwabna ya point na supporters se dabi dia team na ya no mo nje o na wọ́n kwati players ní mpapa ọmọ ẹni so ọ park ní so náà ọmọ so security fọ́ náà ọmọ kwan náà ọmọ so dàbí sẹ́ nkunya ní deɛ obi ahodi kwabena ẹ̀tẹ̀ taari nkunya no ọmọ tutu ní nyinaa supporters ní tutu ní nyinaa tó agu park ní so atẹ̀sẹ̀ mpa ọmọ disperse àníyàmá ànkó yẹn fọ́ ọmọ win no nnan kẹsẹ̀ ẹ̀ba na sẹ́ win náà má di a deɛ ọmọ tìmí ayá yẹ sẹ́ nkunya náà aban abọ́ka no nkunya deɛ ọmọ ẹsẹ̀ ní nyinaa ti mo àmà dwa ní yẹn deɛ nkunya no ẹ̀nà tẹ̀sẹ̀ ẹ̀wọ́ screens no so ọmọ ẹsẹ̀ ní nyinaa ti ano yankoba kakra so adi har Congo from akate adi eba Mendy akasa adi afa osanso ana players ni bi anso akasa adi afa win no abanta de din adi Elman Ndiaye atase no mo ye focus after sa 2-0 down no atase mo eba back no mo ye focus ana mo kato mo se kwankro bi aso we metimi atete abo adwuma no the same thing no mo ye Benjamin Mendy anso atase ampa o mani agie pa enti ano yankoba kakra etodwa ewe biblema na no pen ya kachire e dia ma wesu na mi gina na fe en confirm aso sebni nya no ye dia si kakra we che dia teams so far wo mo so e ko manim ana afe ya dia se table no so no ye di aba e was Chris no so no dia wo twani e wo YouTuber wo benya e table no de wa biblema ha ya dia se league table no eno so esi etia na eno so etimi abanti wesu na ye gina na sebni na ye di esi e wo adwuma de so na bibie no a wo bebi sam dia ne ma yɛmfa nkrɔfa ma so sɛm no ɛnso ɛnsi ahanam si
okay 10:32
okay
yɛmfa ɛnto aso na ɔmo game na very chaotic ɛnyɛ easy supporters no buafu papa sɛ 80,000 supporters match 2-0 home normal way side that show 3-2 asa ɛgye tumenye na Cape Verde nso ne Cameroon no na ɛnyɛ easy Cape Verde for him say I'll say TSS in conformity borderable. Can a spectacle near the home? You see, give it for them. So you see a different spectacle crying for show because omo akyerɛ nti sɛ yɛaka de na Kidvet nyame adoma World Cup ɛbɛkɔ so no omo so betimi arepe Africa ɛwɔ hɔ mo hyɛ Cameroon ɛka ba mo ntimi ante South Africa ɛno asɛ nkomo hyɛ Nigeria nkomo so nya qualification but omo so ne Nigeria ɛwɔ draw but some group no Nigeria and so I protest be ba ni na ni be di san komo na ni club issues and you be di club on komo pa clubs no how omusi a prepare for nyame adoma the showdown club football na sa return no ni na ni be di san komo but me so anopema yen fast na di bi enfama I can force about me sana no pay na I withdraw no pa bia me kan for the man it san say ye ya dey be to say diabetes awo so one madrosa enkwa koto I can force about Misha. Your BP adro BP nedro pa. I can force about Misha Sanso and na untimi and na ye Oliva Brabono. Me patron ye bet me kuntam kutobina enom. Sanso na complaining of pains, inflammation, in fact infections and a hewa. Koto droni bina enom. Fredimans calling na Glycod Pharmaceuticals. Our Santase. Me patron okwa. On sa ebetimi and so. Akabiza 245-455-740 na munomo endi eyen komono emfa ento aso me pacho na no pay mame enkamfo eye umbat perfume mosquito coil ena emfa emau adentina me kamfo diama eye niam miensa de di kan ene se ebia na ntuntubi wo dem odu anwuma ma wona so beke kawasum sa no anya sleepless air night e ba sa hardwe pa santuntum no wa hwe ya Okao say Kim or the malaria and na ebro unya oma perfume mosquito coil and patcho obe permanent freedom ho any number 1 no number 2 and say ema unya kata it sounds smoke no so and we say na efia no ba no nti say kata sabre da bi ebi enso entimi enya woda de twa to kra and say sham say oso si eye demo ma demo hwehwehwehwehwehwem and nti na no pay make come for eye oma perfume mosquito coil at the amase so be sit them ho 12 solid hours abobo ho ban at the fin tuntum na wonso no wan konya eye malaria Kumasi yendapo no awo adum air family plaza enkran yewo aye ashoman tachiman so no aye ade aye ho mpacho friend awo 0557484083 na mone aye umate mpanifo eni aye nkomo pese wo siesie wo dem a Mano enye Alaska Star Enterprise. Office was sending the nano. Fakodan enye Alaska Star Enterprise. It sounds ne oba himself in a new studio ya. Nyamien kreni the mano e bi honoma e free enye Alaska Star Enterprise. So fe. I don't know also kohoi na akoto nyama nyina from wallpaper, blanketing, eco panel, bedspread. In fact, etie for ahodi okwa. And Yamano who you have a tomposon would say them so to Sampa ama a demo IF kama pa. It will come for Alaska Star Enterprise and na a day amount and ne anopay Sikaki to ebi na FSSO them and now officer Kumasi yawo Mrs. Anoche Plugs Anima on boss of from side you are when sabi to me aka Alaska Star Enterprise 0256330075 na moneno eni eyen komono ento so Rush energy drink ko sori bia me patro numbi na ebebo ama wonso no ho ayeden na oku adwuma so atimi aye adwuma kama pa caffeine room sanso na aye ginseng na vitamins ni nyina wo ma ebebo ama wonso no bibia aye kama e diamantia no atobi titiwu ene obia oton drinks okwa o se ope aye Rush energy drink now so no wetimi anom na kama pa my corner na P phones and accessories hodie yeton original phone enya ba bia na ewura to phone me ka no kra kire yo ba bi wono ma ba to phone be wi no be kwa kodu fie no na phone na so kire wa bibia kama no afi na asase na misbehave so e ba sa hard pa me so ko na P phones and accessories hodie okwa original phone Samsung, Nokia, Tecno. In fact, enkwrei omo tablet omo disua de ni na P phones and accessories akofa bi e dia ba e betimi aboawo ama o business no bibia no etimi agro ye na onim se yakofa e Senex product e dia ba Senex product na de ba no you're on a TV, refrigerator, you're on air conditioning, washing machine, yes, also at the amount, a flexible payment. So, yeah, one would chan and kakran, na opedi nana P phones, and as such, they said, yo, I had the papa, to to phone now to TV, now to air condition, in the answer to you, o can answer the Ghana card, ebeko, na yama akonya now, so no, wait me a teacher and kama pa. Tadiami and Chua, the Anusugusua, a cost of branded t shirt, cash coupon of 5,000 Ghana cedis and many more in the nano. Or our Nana P phones and accessories. Me pacho Kumasi Doom, baby miensa, and yawa, Asida House or your Sansona, Obiba Jake Bodin, opposite Prudential Bank, Honso Yoho, and Nana Akwasi Ajiman building him, our pizza at Honsono. Dia Nana P phones and accessories your me pacho friend our 0533093422 na monomo eni enkomo ma yenya yen friends so na Fifi Manfred Emra but before Fifi baba no me pacho ma men kan for do informal 3p garlic mixture 3p garlic mixture aye bi withdraw ye the garlic 100% garlic extract of a natural plant juice full of vitamins and minerals. Abeboa aboni pediano by boost immune system. And you're number 1. Number 2, and say, me patro ya able to say stroke. Abebo udishie bid na to ho. Modinechina drobe no one me still. No ento na monto 3p garlic mixture. Na obesan asori asthma how odronso obre sanso na obesity ya na we kese obeso so etikama. Me can for 3p garlic mixture. Ena adi amount ene anopay me pacho ko baby to say Danny Heba Missy Colina Capidank oka so per 3p garlic mixture bina a drewe timi anum bi 0248928824 to bina nom na yade and so ya ebetimi aboa yipa I'm so commanding an engineering training school there ye 3 months at the siwo o dream and say obeso rem into mining na me pacho me kanfo IMSOC and na ade amawo ye che a dump truck forklift ye becho say dey see etwino sanso and na excavator bulldozer roller ni no me pacho ye kanfo IMSOC mining and engineering training school no and na ade amawo ye wo oboase zongo behind the Hisense building na echiro ha on sabetimi aka IMSOC na onim say ufre chichi na oboase abesua hostel na abeda na free ye dey chow free Madonna Ishia, Sanso and equipment out the Bishia di Nano, and so a free different our 0539-732-766. And I pay Omo and I saw Yasene Fufoka home, Ninano, Yade, Jumedino at the Abram midweek edition of Nhyira Digital Passports. Vivi Manfred. Good morning.
I don't go good morning.
Bibi Abako there.
Yeah.
Then I'm here.
So here.
Oh yeah. I said Charles need the birthday there.
What?
Brian.
Oh.
I know the birthday.
Wow. Everyone can
Oko school. Oko dino school more.
What to turn you one more?
Oko dino school.
But you're a good father, and I like what you do. So Bahana. Onen now do it you could you and honestly you will see. Obi a only mubanos, a hairstyle a win the same hairstyle on the scene. Now, who are crying was a retired baby. Wow, it is a no design.
8.
Wow,
8 years.
Brian Smith don't can only Smith.
I know. Ono junior.
Oh, it's all about Nini na.
Okutani na.
I'm the junior.
And I'm the junior. I can't.
Oh, and then wish Brian happy birthday on your mission.
Amen.
By really a good fellow money there. The justice no. He's a just in the Kenya Bakubi man.
Sure.
But I think it's
I know the Nyami Aduma Sunday was a no I working day. And Sunday near the Ashano. Okay. There's a Chase chance for no money. I know so I just to the minute to know you Kupama.
It is right. Happy birthday, Rich.
Sure.
No offer for you. You be I said yeah. The video who near money warrior he has good ankles that are there for him. Which was an international brigana first I said I need it. But I say we know FIFA World Cup qualifiers internet. I say why day.
Sure.
Because there are a lot of interesting storylines up. And it looks as if they are not yet coming and saying say there are no minnows again in the international game. No, it looks as if it is true. Because if you look through Africa, Europe, CONMEBOL, and even CONCACAF, the associations now, which even the smaller teams, no, almost money is difficult for a lot of teams. And when I make the game of Israel versus Italy, it was super. Me shake game Israel Italy game. Nah, it was such a good game. It tells you how interesting the various associations the games there. And Joe, Bolivia versus Brazil. Come and watch. Venezuela versus Colombia. Venezuela playoff qualifying at the Acco. And a Colombia only neighbor, same border. What on my mission is 6-3. Bolivia came Brazil or play playoffs or call World Cup a check. And in doing that, he makes sure say he wins the game. But I go to Israel because when you say you won more, it's difficult for you to play. Because of the qualifiers, it's making international football interesting. Now, already, Canada and Mexico and USA is automatic. In the Oceania and Asian area, Japan, New Zealand, Iran, Argentina, Uzbekistan, South Korea, Jordan, Australia, Brazil, from the Asian and Ocean area. Then come to CONMEBOL area. No? That is where Brazil, Ecuador, Uruguay, Colombia, Paraguay, and so I call them. The rest no will now come to the playoffs. Niaka, Europe, and Africa.
Brazil game was fixed.
Only Bolivia, Martin. Which you know, so Brazil could have beaten them over there. And I can't referee decision now. Because I watched the game. And I knew it was going to be a tough game. To me, Sheko and Amachama boys like this. No. I said, okay, I first went for either team to score. Then I'm going no. Because I need to understand, both teams may not be able to score. But Brazil, on one of the I'm called Brazil, there was a double chance. Because Brazil had nothing to lose in the game. Oh no, I qualified that.
Sure.
And I'll call away to Bolivia. Bolivia and call World Cup 1960 something. And in trying to qualify, they are making sure some Ukro now on altitude and now 4,100 height above sea level and also 6 degrees Celsius no already. So it was always going to be a difficult one for Brazil for reach in Africa. There, some teams, although Morocco and Tunisia automatically econo teams be on they are almost a come creamy normal. A bit is a group A, Egypt. And you have 8 games in all of your groups. No, I could be 2. Egypt, a game almost 20 points this year. If they win one of the next games, they are going through. Burkina Faso Domachi with 15 points. If they win one and Burkina Faso gets even the maximum points, they get also 21 points. And of course, they are possibly going to go to Group B. Hey, and Congo for and it is wrong. I don't encourage football fans say team be lose. Now let's say you about stadium and the papa. Right? The DRC is a war-torn country for a very long time. If you know your geopolitics, and they have struggled to get out of it. And Omadou Babia, Adiabakwa, after coming out of war and all of those things, keeping them together as a country has been football. To the extent that rich, a lot of young players are young France and outside of the DRC to come back. I mean, recently, one Misaka says he will play for DRC. Yeah. Yohan Wissa, he will play for the DRC.
And Uncle
Oshego, Ata Masuaku has been in their team. Which they are real players who now are willing to play for the DRC. Now they have a team that could compete. Look at a group of Senegal, DRC, Sudan, Togo, Mauritania, and South Sudan. Now, over 16 points, 2 of Senegal. And now before the game, they were on top of Senegal. And Kasa 2-0 now, we some share on the choir. But now would have been talking with just 2 points and they'll be through. But
any expectation in that? I'm raising too high. Because Senegal.
Yeah.
Team had the AFCON. Show more players maybe on Bobo. And their status.
Yeah.
And I'm having to say the Congo say Senegal show I mean sure say a news giddy.
Almost shape team to the extent the team needs to win on the ball. The team cannot play.
I know. But maybe some just say
and
then a football no. Said the other day be na can evolve.
Yeah.
Obi e sua ball no ball. And obi e hu ni ball. Ayesa Senegal said the Congo. Ni do say ndey.
Well, but so on the in your way. Fine. So what is all those so to call it? You got
expectation now. Move easy.
I don't want to say 2-0.
What's it 2 fine?
I think it's the atmosphere. Who's the before
the game Libya?
Yeah.
Senegal they were just too good.
Yeah, and
just too good.
Again, true. We always talk about atmospheres on the African continent, and in fact, I think in community ball area any Africa, one of the key determinants in winning the game at home is your fans. Also, it happens in Europe, but then more in Africa and community ball. Before the game, I saw a lot of French reporters, colleague journalists, saying that we play a good stadium next year. International mama had to say na charge, and I also say 2. Say can't be that. And now I have
Senegal team no quality.
Hey, Nicolas Jackson never be ball go. I mean, look at all of these players coming into score, make it difficult for the rich. It looks as if Kwesi Appiah Mayele qualification with Sudan. No, it's probably going to remain a dream. We hope so. But he's 10 around. Still, he's in there on Group C. South Africa and Benin and in Nigeria. Rich, look at Nigeria. When he said even the possible second place team and Nigeria can bet go through to the playoffs, Carlo. It looks as if they are going to be out.
Is them Sadio money that's where protest no mind?
No protest. Yet South Africa 3 points. I got to call Lesotho to the home because according to CAF regulations, we only a team out. A team on it Lesotho boy. So Lesotho ba 9 points. Who still be 11? Benin be 14. South Africa. They have 14 points.
Oh, 2 matches to go.
There's a real beam.
Na Nigeria pa. Which one is South Africa do?
Who's a returning no 3-0 to South Africa?
Nigeria team no.
And 2 World Cups, Nigeria will not be qualifying back to back.
Not too bad.
Back to back, Nigeria will not be qualifying. Interesting, right? And now Cabo Verde, Cameroon, Wajuma. They did it at home and they are true to it. Our World Cup qualifiers, one Morocco have gone through Cabo Verde or just 1 game, and they will go to the World Cup for a very long time in their history. Ivory Coast, Jumano on my side. Algeria also almost there. Tunisia 22 points. They are in. Ghana just 3 more points, and as a 2 points, and will be fine to go through in Group I. Africa qualifiers no. And Obi our country and Kobe, you know that you are not in a good place.
Before I go Europe, no.
Yeah.
Sylvester Menso, I say, but I'm happy Senegal won. We need relatively stronger contenders representing Africa.
Hey, you see underrating the DRC. The DRC has a strong team.
No, but you put the household names now are more quality. Imagine you Kobo World Cup.
Yeah.
Now Senegal or rep Africa.
Yeah.
At least I know you know him say obey to a free group stage B. The DR Congo no go
this DRC team now all African continent. Which team qualify for Rich, I'm going to share almost starting 11 for you. Off the top of my head, I don't have it so that you see the team that they have. Rich, it's a good team. The DRC team is a very, very good team. The only team on African continent out in Morocco, Echiyam. Rich, they can go on.
Shakespeare say, yeah, Richardo, you are right. Senegal winning isn't any news. Senegal just, I say they just have quality.
So yes, they do.
They have quality.
In terms of quality, the Senegal has quality. But I'm saying that DRC for is bad.
Bad.
Yeah, no, I think they're one of the respondents.
At the World Cup level,
World stage level, no.
Yeah, Sanko for no that quality to come on bear.
It's almost bettered.
To come to bear, sorry. Yeah.
Almost Masawaku, Wan-Bissaka, Chance Mbemba in the team. You remember Chance Mbemba? You want Wissa earlier, any Abrentia friend of Bakambu anymore. But it's not this Senegalese team of Mendy, Sheikh, Koulibaly, Diop of West Ham United, Crepes Indiata, solid player. I think the Senegal 15 is probably the best in Africa. Lamine Camara of Monaco, Idrissa Gana Gay, and Omo Gay also. That midfield three is solid. Then Eleman Ndiaye, Nicolas Jackson, and Sadio Mane. Nico Jacko Beko Wakapo. It says Africa contingents will probably get Egypt, Senegal, South Africa, Ivory Coast, Morocco, Cape Verde, Algeria, Tunisia, and Ghana. Hey, that's a solid contingent. Solid contingent. We didn't see out and carry Kebe Yapao.
Nigeria so man kwa. Nigeria team na me no. Nigeria would deal at the African soil, but omunyade.
Then they have it looks as if just individual players as a team.
And as also against South Africa.
Yeah.
Calvin Bassey.
Yeah.
Ono na akwano is who bobo pa.
Yeah.
Calvin Bassey no.
But very true is again.
Apart from that,
also the conversation around atmosphere any fans no. Share no South Africa for no every year Nigeria for no. Almost the game called Bloemfontein. Yeah. And Bloemfontein in South Africa is known for euphoria and aggressive area. And they made a game like that with the fans. Yeah. They made it very, very difficult for them and we'll see how things go. Rich. In Europe there, Cristiano Ronaldo didn't call for a difficult game against Hungary after winning the first one. Omo manage some back then 3-2. It means that Cristiano Ronaldo is the joint highest top scorer in World Cup qualifying games and has 943 goals in international football. I mean, the last time I say the greatest goal scorer of all time. Obi draw my attention and said there is something called the most efficient goal scorer of all time. It's Yanko Ronaldo XGs. They will know who is the more efficient, but of course, Ronaldo deserves everything that he gets. And now, Norway for Moldova for by 11 goals to 1. Another strong team. They've not qualified for the World Cup in almost 2 decades. The Norwegians, and this is going to be their very, very first one. They are inching close to it. South America, I told you about it. Egypt, Echo, Argentina, Echo, Ecuador, Colombia, Uruguay, Brazil, and Paraguay, Echo. Also strong contingents from that area. Which can the South Americans go and win a game? Who's going to be defending champions?
Yeah.
The Argentines are going as defending champions. Can a South American team win a game? Argentina for beat Nhyira.
Likely about Europe.
The defending champions case no beat
Nhyira. So Spain, Portugal.
The Spanish team is super
solid.
Yeah,
solid team.
And they don't take any prisoners. You're talking about Papa Pani like they just play the game and make sure somebody with normal combat. And I think they are doing very, very, very good job. Italy, Rich, as it stands now, Italy are struggling to qualify in a group of Norway and Israel. Almost 9 points. Norway for 15. And Rich. Playoffs na kwani wow. Playoffs especially Africa there. Africa you be 4. You have 4 you bought obi like 1 2 matches. But you be neutral ground. It will be winning no. Now we go final. Now final no back where winning. No be winning na say na go represent Africa on the intercontinental playoff. I want to make sure Oceania will be coming it's a long road to qualify through the playoffs.
William Benjumina, Yemedi club football from Kakra, so you knew whom Komo Kakrana, Yema Besmaku Empire, and some say, I disagree with you, Richardo. Now, every country knows how to play football. Gone are the days when you mention Senegal, Nigeria, Cameroon, etc. You see quality. Now, every country knows how to play football. I agree with you, but no can say. You stage go on my udra.
The big boys for me,
big boys.
And I think that's what Senegal did.
It's certain Keveda.
Yeah.
Obetria qualify for World Cup.
Yeah.
But at that stage, you know.
Yeah.
Was Obedu no for World Cup.
Yeah. And Rich, truth be told,
say country no be born.
Yeah. Rich, truth be told, and now what the Senegalese did was that almost their class. They showed Keveda that the class team. Yeah.
Bedroom maybe we had the big boys, game changers, you know, to change the result of games. So hunti, honane ube here, Senegal, Morocco, Egypt, you know, some teams in Senegal almost, you know, everything a day yenako. Anyway, that's your opinion.
Is it a best second place African qualifies no? Go through. A reminder that the best 4 teams will enter into a mini playoff, semi-final leg, and then the winner advances in the intercontinental playoff. Now, intercontinental, no, 1 team from CAF, 2 teams from the AFC, that's the Oceania areas, then 2 teams from CONCACAF, then 1 team from the OFC, so Asia and then Oceania area mono. Which the papa. Only you are 2 are qualified. Another full tournament on its own.
Any club football on Komokaka.
It's now. I saw something from Mundo Deportivo this morning on Barca. And I'm saying this midway back because we say for a while now they have a Barca update stadium. No? And Maka said there are 2 ways I think Barca can come back and be financially very viable, especially on the books. Sale of players and then great proceeds. Which only say Barca game and normally Valencia bought this week, Romero this week, and then again say Ombebo at a Spotify company with let's say 23,000 people, 25,000 people. No, Rich, Barca went ahead of themselves, and for everything that they were telling their pro media people that they will probably return to the Spotify company with less people. No, they didn't get that first inhabitants permit. No, from the city authorities of Barcelona. What it means is that Barca Valencia, the Johan Cruyff Stadium, which is 6,000 seater. You see, imagine this happened to Kotoko. Would have said it too. 6,000 seater. Barca Valencia. No, but you see that. But they shall prepare for this. They shall prepare for this. But of course, you probably book the music ahead of time. And Sani money is affecting Barca in terms of Sika. How much are Barca going to make from 6,000? Nyamiti say your season ticket holders for which I hear is somewhere around 11,000. And on the moment, 6,000 tickets not for them to come in. No matter bomb games or rich. There isn't too much. Most of the players are coming back on Barca camp. There is injury to Gavi. Not so much of an injury now. De La Fuente say on the Casa and Abia. Gavi Bear Sergio Abia on there is that of Frankie de Jong. Nyamiti say Barca for not stress him this weekend. Our Barcelona side for the part of football club Real Madrid. Everybody's returning to Madrid for them to prepare and go and play their game. Chelsea for also any players. I think Chelsea and very very good decision in terms of players ever from injury. Benoit Bellachile is back. And yes, she go force on Yadi. But at least on Chelsea the natural left-footed centre back now. There is also the arrival of most of them players and then Chelsea are likely to announce almost sleeve shirt sponsorship deal. Almost sleeve, sponsorship deal.
Front they still now.
Still almost say now still between.
Me put a question. When you be Anne Derby, am I?
Sleeve in the bebane. But
World champions.
I didn't just see you near me.
Oh, Massa.
I don't just go near me.
Goofy.
Mama Casa. Mati.
Jejemubi anyo.
Bajomenko.
Jejemubi anyo.
Mati.
Yana munibi.
Jejemu
and go for
yes, between Qatar Airways and Riyadh Air.
Da. Over so improve performance.
It's so performance. Due
diligence.
Basa the one carry say. Basa don't want to you I crap. One carry say your front set
no mo peti no.
What's the next? Okay.
All right, go for that's it. Take for 50 Manfred na Martin and Kano we Bismarck Osibempa Ayala Eba na ono nso abedi awnen common kakra dia man sana yango kwan abefie na the aftermath of Black Stars in sensem no eno nso yedi san komo no etimi edi amamba sisi edi apomdi hon komo yene cement vita herba misha and capsules etwanitia ekan agan adro way atiefo wan kasa say you should be sene be ya ba na edi ho adanse a wonso benya adanse ni bi na wonso watimi edi opani good morning now to say
na me adom ye ho ye nro no nti
sure
ye ho ye
na me yo adoni e kama pa into
Richard Yema ahefo ene atiefo ni na akwaba Emra Pimsan Company Limited yakofa Siemens Vita Herbal Mixture and then the capsules you born mrana say agan e de aba na enei no Richard u fa kromo a agan obia ka duro no ho asem na edu ba bi kro bitimi sha da afre no bi say duro no den pa na mo de ye say na mo nko amusie ma duro because Richard mema no especially sexual weakness na ya inti imagine so obi akon sexual weakness for years na wanu no ni na ntimi amoa no na onya agan bi no ye dia one bottle bi two bottles bi na afi access narrative no common ni na asesa wo fie no otimi frɛ no pese oye umanu details ekwan a wo fa so wo ye aduro because enu ebi matoto ene hospitals bi ni ade ankofo bi akokɔ na ka o ma bono
obi share twa plane ticket
yes
ekwa abrochiri say ne be ma betimi asori bi o ba no still bokasa no magan no lumbi
yes na onno magan na adwuma ayamo mo no last time penny bi frɛ yɛn na ni dibre no wa mo na utie man no se di osi kasa na tumi se oye nipa kese pa na adanse a o differ do no ho no na time bia na ya na de ehye nkwa obitimi frɛ ofra o se yesrɛ mo maduro no ma mon sesa no wat eno ya me receive call bi from penny bi ho o se mesrɛ mo maduro no ma mon sesa mon sa no adwuma aduro na ayama no no enya de ketwa ma mon sesa mon sa no o mo pa ye chew on say Richard usually say aduro bi ba system nim na e kɔ nanim na nipa atu aguso a na edu ba bia bo sa afi so mo sesa mo nsa no kakra na ade ti time bia no course e ba no e fa dodo na mo pa echo but yen science an
sure
yen science an da and I'm say omo ye nnu no anim before professors ne doctors are Richard me ka aduro we research e kuma say de aduro na ba bonti anya asem ketwa and a day in and day out bia no so no sabe ye mpanyimfo no mo nya complacent etrimude ni o mafa day in and day out bia omo make sure say ombe yan hwehwemu no mo di nuro ni bia kan na improve aduro efficacy no na say aduro ni tumi ye de sayare no etimi ya improve inti na wono aduro ni bia e chena bekwa kono bi ni na ekoso eye adwuma kese ye de ma sa na aduro ni tie inti ma mu tie ye ma mo hye ye ma mo no aduro ni bi no enya de say Pemsan Company Limited ye aduro e fe no agan Siemens Vital Herbal Mixture yes science ano inti mo nkoso no na de bia na ye hwese ye be improve ne quality and ne level of efficacy na mana koso say de be ye obi onu bia no de opeso onya na obenya amana broso ma me fa number na ento wanim ne frɛ esan say ye base ya na ye pese wo frɛ mo konana ahokyere amanihunu adam so ache especially mema no sexual weakness wo an be man da form create me sorry frɛ number CCC na we chichirem uchichirem a doctors ne ye wo kwan ye fa so a ye ma obia nti ne so koto aduro na frɛ no ye ni general dosage Richard you need general dosage
okay
obia ne de ne da form kra ne ye wo se de ye be kyerɛw ene nneoma de be ka ho a wo benom ene obia ne de ne timi pagya ne mum enche na emu aye mre ene obia ne de no nso no sebe emu ye mre ntem ye wo obia ne dosage de ma nti ye se tem bia frɛ wo do ofra no wa kyerɛkyerɛ sɛ de wo haw no esitie ne ya kyerɛw nti aduro no kɔtɔ a fiti prɛkopɛ dabi ɛna entie nipa na ɔtɔ aduro na ma no aduro no nyɔ na ɛyɛ
okay
fa number na wa aduro no ho ne frɛ ofra no wa kyerɛkyerɛ de nti a wo tɔ aduro no na de nti a wo kɔtɔ aduro no ne ya kyerɛw ho dosage na wanom number ne 0244 718 557 0244 718 557 and 0241 604 702 0241 604 702 we any numbers me no kase ya na wo frɛ wo de opa ntie de make no de frɛ wo ni mo haw wo de frɛ preko na ne doctors no eni nkomo na bibia nso ntimi enye kama Richardo aduro we aduro a eye tete dudu na ye de tete nyoma na ye nananom nuanom nom na omode shom ho den na ya rentimi mewo na no ane de ayese aduro enti nubna ntan hama diane hini no enna enne no Pemsan Company Limited yakwakofa ene yesa de aba enti aduro no empanyimfo no monum bi no maami bi frɛ yo se me ba ma aduro we de tete dudu na offer or say titidudo na na dia to aduro no so enti aduro no agan ana say titidudo na and am say mrewafo ne nkokrafo na nom ahu say tete no nu na no mo nom na nu abi na ne yasa akwakofa aba enti agan no mrewafo ne nkokrafo mo fe na agan mo say titidudo na and am say aduro no mo nom no mo hu say e ya aduro atete no mo nom no ne yasa akwakofa de aba enti say tete no na ye nananom no mema no na omo nyemre wo mpam ne ni sexual weakness wo ho ni eni waist pains wo ho ni eni se sciatica ni ade ne eni ho a na ye de ade na na emma ne basa na ye nura no mo nom no e na Richard na boa wo mo nti enei no so ma enu na wo nom no omo mo nom no mo fa ne se aduane keke no mu die but na ye nuru na na omo nom eno na Pemsan Company Limited yes akwakofa de aba nti be ma bia wutie ya wo de na akwakoye sexual weakness ahaye nchese mbebre wo de ye namu mreye bia bomade so be friend number no bomade so be kakoto aduro ni bi na frɛ na chiemu ne yemwa and am say nein aduro we buy no omo ma yemre wo mpam ni nyina na omo no aduro ni bi ne frɛ dia danse say aduro na boa omo na no ye bo recording bi wo ha man no o se na ne yere wato ni din bebre e wo fie because of that opo aduma na okofie kura na ya asem because obekofie no oni asundua a o de betene fie enna kura ne mu odin but onya aduro ni bi na wa kon ba na no otum edi bone sa ni na isi abeda ne mrane ana sese ne yere bono enti be me bia wutie a waye mre e wo mpam no bomade se wonsa beka aduro ni bi we eye titidudo na titidu bna lutani aka bom eye purely natural herbs ene de ya gan into bien ho no magan obeka se wanya side effect boni bi na mom no magan abomodi sese reproductive system no ana embomodi ma reproductive health no etimi gina brane be me bia waye mre bia hia gan na de ade ba ko wo ma Richardo eye nika kwa se empanyimfo obebi fro so 75 years onum adroni bi de adrona yama no nya asem ketwa 75 years old man na onum adroni bi no afre no no edi adanse inti ye ka ache mrantie no wo 40 wo 45 wo 50 wo 30 wo 25 kokoto adroni bi eye natural adura wo no ma any side effect bia e wo so
for fa aphrodisiac ya na enkofa problem
mfama
and se mema abu ono mo at the young age aoye
no nya stroke
kombe no aphrodisiac
say aphrodisiac na e de asudie kese beto akoma no nti wakoma no work beyond the essay work
to be na young man onya a stroke we natural boko ye nwaduma boko
and we tell ade ba kon so ne say wo fra depend on the condition ye ma dodo a dosage a obenom onya nu wie ya repair system nu wie a menom die
I see
sa nti we ne enye de bia gi se sebe wo no man san no obada
sure
a repair system ni wie because yare nti se nya saw yare ni wie a eno ano no o natural strength na na de ko sa pepe penalty obi o sciatic pains intini fi oto ase ko na nkokum ne mu twetwe yo ho hwe enye Richard Adru we say ne nuane nu nko a ho na ahye mu ma bio bibi ti say nitric oxide yi intini mu enyome bia baba wuntini mama wuntini masisie entiama wonan na tagene obu ne nan timi yetitiriti yedu ba bia onante a enye yie obu so timi nante be 5 minutes agi so tena se gena home koto aduni ebe yi intini nim ama intini nim aye free intini mu ja na SFM the moment mu ba blockages intini nim be sisi no saa na be wonan ne be tagene na oto asentini na twetwe sciatica kokoto aduni bi obi ani sisi ya ne ya ahase no ane enuanu mu mema no because enim se gan hase ni mema na ye wan dodo na adwumade ne ye mazifo fitafo masonfo carpenterfo matefo driversfo mo tran kanistie na chiche ye adwuma wo offices corporate institutions presenters ne ade obia be hia gan ni because usisi mama man no agan ni na eyi afiri ho ama ho ato obia owo numpemu problem ebia wachi bramo kase ne ye wo ya meka sei ebia na wo no akwakohye ase ama onan na na se wo dompeni baabia bua anase bia wo problem bia with unompem akokoto aduro ni bi wada yi ase mu nyunti ama omo ahotutuo no ho kire wo mo se ye nompem pain ya wo paade a koto aduro ni bi me se aduro no enuane nuo na ase mu mabe ye wo bi ti se endorphins odi okuta phone na gogo endorphins eyi ya wo ne fi ni padua nim aduro ne endorphins ahye mu ma be ntu no bia be bia pains wo bia ya wo pa no eyi de afi ho ma ho atimi ato obi obeda be so na no ho na mu ni na ya ne ya ne ho hye enye yie aduro na dwun so wo ntimi na obenya nyankesa kono koto aduro no bi to mixture no to capsules no exercise we retard yemfa nya ne yemfansi aduro no yento ba akunya ba ko ye di nsuo ni nanom topae no enti yankonkoto nsuo de ni nya topae no okọ ato nsuo no na topae no odi nsuo de na nanom topae no na aboa ma ho atimi ato wontem me ba to tie mi fa numbers no 0244 718 557 and 0241 604 702 we Pemsan Company Limited your numbers kokoto aduro ni bi na afi nom oba nso betimi na oba ne menses emma no obetimi anu bi obi a ne libido ateko oni atenka o yere o girlfriend ne libido ateko ne menses emma ebi akoye family plan or akono contraceptive pills ama menses na ateko a to aduro ni bi ma no na friend numbers no ye be che no kon be fa so within a short time ne menses ne be flow kama ma bibia nso aye kama Richard ye da se
okay yen so ye da se etiefo yen na yen to adwumade no so mfa ma Nhyira 104.5 Bismarck osu ben pa ya lai ba na ya wie ewo amonene nkomo na nsa ne akwan abefie abedifie enso enkomo no menchia na namo ewo Gwai filling station ewo maxima ya na good morning matisa na 80 e show ne ding all right me from message be me do bi emfram so na me ko Bismarck osu ben pa ya la no so no yemfa amenene nsem no kakra Emmanuel Baidu osi make Nigeria not qualify it go sweet Ghana okay Nigeria team no enye omko World Cup no kra minim do meeting akwayo o man kokra ya so mo ntimi ankwa Lawrence Appiah say why do the South Americans play their qualifiers like the league omo de sa no mo the passion omo de ma football no I on head of nti na obohu so mo games no omo bat me se ni bre ewumpa normal South Americans in there normal and also omo no so 10 all play all nti wa mo ani amra hwe qualification no untimi enso emobi nti no any reason ti a emma omo nso no anytime bia mo games no ano eden esa no Bismarck osu bempa ya la de ewrem na edin komo World Cup qualifiers Africa Comebol Europe Asia kakra bi na iwie the club football kakra nso a support no na yenya kwan abefie enfe me ka say omo the appreciation message at the ababonten otuado nso atu players no for ansa na omo free Ghana ha de omani achem ewo omo various base eno nso yekoba ade afuto no de mo ansa no mo ko ni na ne ba fie ba be discuss etimi ade am but sisi idea Bismarck Osubempa yala good morning
But
John, what to say?
Uncle Pado me be fine.
Na
otuado message no enye for only players no. For nyina.
Okay.
Nti du wa ba be ka.
Na me gidi is a message na me say players no pa na say kum trim.
Sa. Nyina o say quit rich. They do ba be ka kire de ntia.
No problem.
I was saying nyina quit. You wrap it up with the international window no of for September. This year be my is October na. Yes, I be na about the 2 games na aka on the continent na nkofo ehumumunti. Let's wrap up say na be free ochire kono. Ye betimi about back to club football na ye di nkomo. No ma be na akoso from Nhyira and answer na say your concentration has been with the Black Stars. But there are other games on the continent any Europa. I was say a different just mentioning of them so that we wrap up the international break. Na yetimi aba na aba be declare football from Ochina eko obi apeso qualify for World Cup. It's as simple as that. Obi apese on the 5th of December say you call the Kennedy Center at Washington DC. Now you ba be FIFA World Cup draw na the country will be part of it. Now one group will come any more no mobile. So everyone want to be part of the World Cup. Yeah, what football me didn't come de bia say it is the greatest football showpiece tournament in the world. the greatest. For citizens, you are so proud when you are part of the World Cup. Yeah, more national anthem, yeah, news item, and your nation is mentioned. The kind of exposure World Cup animal country. It is the biggest platform in the world to showcase say also with football into obia percent or qualify na okobi for players in the crowd they rich. Your biggest dream. Hey, ubetimi about for Real Madrid, Barcelona. Hey. Say World Cup ni bi da.
Who share Kevin Prince Boateng na catch how important the World Cup is.
And upon na me share one throwback video bi na Asamoah A2 players the phone catch me say utimu mpa wo mu no. Say ma o national team yembu na say o national team e de ko World Cup na ko bia. The kind of level a raising as a player, you have no idea. So Rich, World Cup there, Obia person Bobby. That is the reason why I Rich. There are some interesting stories we are ever. And I want to see a tip one I have for a follow to get what is really happening. Minister for you, Yabada. The number of FIFA World Cup appearances are African countries, Enya. Then I mentioned, say, the World Cup power on our continent is Cameroon. Rich, Cameroon ako 8. Omo mako bebre power behind Cameroon, enyina ako 6. Including Morocco, Nigeria, any Tunisia, and Sana Ghana, any Algeria, yako 4-4 no, aba. Rich, Ubeje say, so over the top 5 countries are aqua World Cup power on the African continent. Morocco are qualified at that. So it means say, in the context of World Cup, so also Morocco are big boys. They are showing it again. Tunisia so qualified. They are showing it. Ghana is very, very close to qualify. But Rich, 2 big stories. Cameroon, Nigeria. Cameroon, the most successful country on the continent in terms of World Cup appearances. Rich, there is a story about them. Now, any country can see me, and the person a lobby of Cameroon so World Cup no. Rich, Cape Verde. And I'm the Cameroon boy, 11 to 1 goal. Boom. Cape Verde winning 1-0. Now, so I'll verify this video. There's nothing like copyright. Rich, we ain't no answer. Cameroon ko lose game ni we no. And referee ni ball whistle. And supporters at Tiago Park ne so. And omu ji omani. Na say wa unim in the era of smartphones, Rich, bibia ni apeja your phone. Na you just selfie ni top video. Rich, one guy on the pitch went there and an ultra video. Now ultra video na say na it was the right time. Ona na mo any other place referee bada. Akwabi say or so no ona na kucha selfie say bio. Rich a bufu mu de ona na
piano no.
Yeah, right here. The massa.
There's a show video so you
yes, send me ni ambre. Min go World Cup. Obi akwa the blame memory because we go na Kevin for the share na. You ask yourself, how did you know the general line is sa? Obi to be oba or was oba. Onu ni na be shoot people. Yes, onu ni 1-on-1.
And I want to say, enra na muso nana. O kan so asapa. Enra na mjidi.
There is something wrong with him.
Onana so onko na brabo.
There is something wrong with him.
Because kon the ball ni ba.
Oniba.
No.
Ni say go keep bia there. 1v1 opie ba so. No one be close angles. Onana gina na line so ah. Am elemento. E be ball say it. You no muti see park na so no. Sa ko so ko just self you so ko ye yo. Na the you na sitting na becho wa grant abranti and torture here no. So this is the video Emirates asema to Cameroon.
No, so or subject for discussion.
Oh man,
a Senegal.
And they say,
Sorry,
you know, say, on Baba Bonich. Rich, look at the table. Cape Verde first, Cameroon second. Cape Verde need 1 win to qualify. Last 2 games aka. Omobobo Libya away. Na omobo Eswatini. Oh, yeah. Rich, with this performance, you can't tell me, say, against Libya, against Eswatini, Cape Verde will not get what they want to get to qualify. Now, Rich, say if they do, Cape Verde is the second smallest populated country to make it to the World Cup. The first country, the population so far on making it to the World Cup was Iceland, around there 400,000. Which Uko Cape Verde, Omun 600,000 in po. Omun 600,000. The whole country, Omun even the population of Kumasi. And they will be the second, or more the smallest population if they are able to nail it to the World Cup. Rich. From Cameroon, we come to Nigeria. Enfa. Enyayeka. And I'm a piano ni Afrobeat challenge, you know, Rich. I'm a piano for no. Omuko. Na, mi she game na. I feel be a sign. Rich, one of the best performing players for Cameroon is Omo Captain Truth Con. When I have on go share.
So clear ball knows where they.
So who's a pass in ball? And the time because I feel be a sign. Sometimes you are just not lucky. And when we say Nigeria and start to qualify, it's near cry. But Rich, whenever Nigeria are pushed to the wall, and it's against South Africa, they've done it. But anyway, Rich, I'm fat.
Pranzo Hamo.
Yes.
And as I'm starting game now, Ola Aina.
Aina Opry. Before the game, no na Obito Simen. I'm biggest star of body money at so now a perfect game. It's I feel a sign. It's just not working for Tima, your friend of Nigeria. And Rich, at this point in here, even with the so-called protest, Rich, you look at Group C and say, and yes, South African power, and you can be Benin. Rich, yes, it is assumed that there is a protest against South Africa. Or more issue on qualified player, which is what's your story now? If say some points if they lose it, Rich, they will still make it and not Nigeria. See, so we are on Nigeria, Rich. Another very, very big disappointment, Rich. Nigeria will not make it. Then, to what Senegal did? Rich, Senegal coaches some of your big boys. Big boys. And again, with the Senegal story, what I will show you on YouTube and Share TV, I will run you through so very, very interesting, verified videos. Rich, before the game, Uko DR Congo, Omo National Stadium, you're friendly the Matthias Stadium. Matthias Stadium near 80,000 capacity, Rich. 80,000. Look at this video. 80,000 number must say BIM. It is even reported that Rich and Kofono most stadium more than 80,000. Look at the video. A crime back now. Now, what's the sound of the video from the supporters angle? Rich, the stadium announcer before warm up. I announced the stadium was say, yes, stadium na ma more cheering na mun kofi because let me yesterday mama. Rich, also video here. The supporters they say chinchina omo wo abontin say omo stadium wo. Rich, omuni police for our stadium the entrance tear gas. Yes, stadium I am go omo say omo konda. There is no way they will go. And omuni police for their boom our stadium na abontin so because Rich, they so much believe say this was going to be their day. They were going to beat Senegal. And so SS Senegal, DR Congo will also make it to the World Cup. Now, Rich, with the atmosphere created, no, players need to buy ya. Omabaya inspection of the pitch. Who say, your stadium, Rich, I am not players in the inspected pitch, you know. Then they'll go back and start Omabaya warm up. Rich, Tama players ni pie ba no. This is for inspection o. Next to the wire madada. Now they took their phones and they were like, "Hey, the crowd ever hearing you." They were even amazed at the atmosphere. Home team no, they were amazed at the atmosphere. Rich, so they had to take off their phones and video almost supporters. You know, you started game Rich. 33 minutes. You both gave me 33 minutes already, no. Nasadek Makamu, any young wizard, 2 goals. And look, almost many message everyone say, probably you are not looking at the DR Congo team, no, anything I can say, Senegal follow players, no. Rich, they are right, too. You've not watched the DR Congo team, no.
Do big boys, no, I'm gonna say.
Rich, in terms of big boys today, you can't tell me, say, in the context of African football, you always are a Premier League in one big boy.
He's playing so well.
You can't tell me, say, Cedric Makambu, unless you don't know him.
Minimum.
You are traveled. He is one of the best strikers consistently for the last decade on the African continent. You can't tell me, say, Masuaku Muni, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Wabo, Crystal Palace, Manchester United, West Ham, Omunya big players. The argument is not ecosystem. The argument is that DR Congo also have big boys now in their team, Rich. Big boys. Big boys are on any platform, Rich. Like I said, in the context of African football, they are big. Rich, 33 minutes, you said 2-0. You say maybe you real. Then Senegal, actually, was a challenge. There are levels to this game. Rich, 39th minute, and a Papa Gwe, that dark method and Osina Kama Villarreal on the Thomas Party. I take Kenimu Bakuni at the half time by. Rich Yabaya, Nicholas Jackson, and Papa Matassa from Senegal. At say, DR Congo for Nakoma. 3-2, and a game will end the year. Now, Rich, before every game, now a year. Team FN DR Congo, it was 16 points. Senegal, it was 15. Your point game, you know, because of the win, Senegal now comes 18. DR Congo for no aka 16 Rich. Now, this is the video on the point game, you know, Rich. Because share Senegal for the dressing room more. Rich, you are telling themselves that this is Senegal and we have done it. And what's our money? The way we're done our church about Charlie. And of course, African dressing room will come with a dance. Also, they whip the Congo for no. We are almost see a chunk of fun to a chow moto. And also rich. Conforming to our go stadium for Fefeno. Or my sense, and no money was stadium winning. So that is it with DR Congo and in Nigeria and the Cameroon story now and the urban Europe. I don't think that there are a lot of stories. If you were ever in rapid up, no, go for England for the
take away
idea for say.
Take away
Oh, I think the technical team, they are doing a very good job. And so already we are more. I'm very happy for Abanti FN Anderson. 2 games now England bowling now on the gym man of the match. And Abanti FN pick for so rich. We saw about the 3rd most clean sheets in the history of England. Football, no, we were 2 goalkeeper. Your friend is Seaman Abba, and I'm very so impressed with Abanti friend Maguire. They are 2 transfer in Rich. And how I could say, Oko national team, he's proving himself Obetini Aye Jumano. There's a little bit of news, French or Yanko. Le quick front page, say the guide to the blues. Now, Rich. Sir Usha how le quick capture France on victory in almost victory in turbulence. Because
I said the but
and woman Rich, with all due respect, Sir France able to against Iceland. They expect to beat them.
Do maybe France for any defender.
Because of the card. That is what happened in the game, Rich. So our French line up now. Bakola, Thuram, Mbappe, Olise, Kone, Chiomani, Theo Fernandez, Upamecano, Konate, Jules Koundé, Marc Menya. Super team, super talent. Rich, You started the game on the 21st minute. And Johnson shared the first goal. 21 minutes. Oh, France to Chrome. France had a form 1-0. Then they had a penalty. Clearly, Mbappe the ball penalty. Oh, you know, man, I'm missing now. Then Bradley Bacola shared the second goal. 2-1. France himself say, quite more be almost more goals. Rich, almost 67th minute. Chiomani Aquacotia, number 11 of Iceland. Ni kuto red card. And the Diamano. From there, Rich, can say hits. Following the pressure, SC almost say they even scored. But in the build up to the goal, the ball in back answer. And can you say Rich? And can they will not win? And Intina, your poor game, no. Rich, the discussion and say, though France will know 2 games against Ukraine, against Iceland, almost 2 games in October, transfer international window no, to play and see say on betting qualify. Now they are top of almost group D. Rich, the discussion and say the better did the chance back because they believe say look,
talent
watch it. What he seems so relaxed.
Uncle.
Uncle.
Now Zidane no to where
And no, na CBS for us setting up or more panel or more discussing you. Who's the team of the French national team no Olympics? And so your candidate say, "Obet me about the French national team rich." And when CBS panel no more, and I say, "I'm kind of crazy." And you know, you the amazing that. And see, I'm a moment to no maybe I shaman. And to move here, no come start clearing about say, "Harry said that man of Mazizu, who does my clear about the or say." So over French football history more. See a case here you may be a Zidane. It is only Zidane that makes Zidane. Nobody. And I want even the right to say Zidane doesn't deserve. Okay. Because of Ababa. What born in neighbor, you know, never dinner. You go 11-1.
Moldova for no.
I'm nowhere some 11-1. Erling Haaland 5 goals 2 assists.
And yet you know from Premier League. You know, on my chest is anyway.
Which? That's a formula, baby. So, Obakumo.
What do you say?
Obakumo.
I said a Man City from players. You do not have paper.
That's how we do
it. Yeah, sure.
Rich.
Obedi
5 goals, 3 assists, and 2 assists.
It's true.
And from right in the Premier League.
City team. I've been now.
My international, I say, oh dear. Oh dear, say, football, I am going.
Yamrefie na Yenny Black Stars in common on the aftermath of Black Stars win over Omaya from say Mali and semi French anybody na Yenny a young common. Yaba messenger and I say no appreciation message on Diaba. Na me pese started from Coach Otuado. Nelson Bia Wakaba before Otuado no. I don't know say sports minister, I don't know. Mami choose me Wesley. Kasa no pa na ebia oyaye. Me information me say there some kasa say na me ka no.
And was am ko kabibi.
Okay, me person me kasa national no. Moment sports minister
because minister na he was supposed to make appearance on City breakfast show.
Sure. And na when the moment sports minister.
We are interested in what the coach does, his performance and everything. We are interested.
Are you impressed with what you've seen so far?
Let me tell you that there are national teams that today, after game 8, are very comfortable that they are going to the World Cup. As I sit here, very soon AFCON will start in Morocco. Is Ghana going to be there? No. We watch on TV. We have not qualified for the World Cup yet. We still need a win and a minimum draw to comfortably say that as far as our group is concerned, nobody can upstage or overtake us, even if they score 1,000 goals. So we are not sitting in a comfortable space at all. So if I tell you that I am impressed, then it means that I don't know my job. I am not. There's a lot of room for improvement. And when you meet the coach himself, he tells you that he feels he got this one, not his. He takes blame for this. He takes blame for that. He's identified this. But, well, people may ask, for how long will you continue to be doing post? Because you sometimes sit on tenterhooks. The last game like this,
Charlie, it was hot for you.
it was very hot.
You didn't sleep.
I have to be getting up. I got up like 3 times.
Oui.
Okay, nti sports minister Yera Kofi Adams or say on all kind of cray. Otuado aduma na oye no. Ono at the sports minister no impressed. Na ushe Otuado na 101 na only di nkoma. Otuado na nkasa gitum. Say the decisions in bi won ma ono as a coach ni so wi aduma na ogitum say oye wrong and will take responsibility. Now so obusa this question say for how long and the bia Otuado begia to me say why am from so because I would say TV HO so to stadium now we Black Star City no you sit on 10 house as a oto no say ya oh like feel comfortable that come say bobo game baby it no there so obusa so Otuado pa djuma wa yedema Ghana ne dia obaka so nya impress so oka so impress and so no sports minister kra na djuma ye no aso on say dem nim na djuma Otuado ne die ah yeah aso Otuado no
Anope anoka.
bacha no pay city
Okay. Ni impress. Eno sakine.
ayala mo coach ubusa no so say I would do or a mistake
In all honesty, na mente sa voice way.
sisi a fatulu no kra na de breme
Nti I am still processing it. Nti ama me hu asama me kind I don't want to get it wrong.
Okay, you can process Name started from Fifi, no
But
problem.
no, I will not speak on it today.
Okay.
I will speak on it Ebia or China and I say when it becomes a topic for us to discuss properly. But my initial words and say Honorable Kofi Adams, I have the right to new opinion. And as the sports minister, Rich, me ni say obi wo even better rights to express the opinion about Blast our coach Jumedia Odi and the Echion.
Sure.
Nti he is subject to his own opinion. How Nyoma send your person and Nyoma eye. My only question and say the opinion on this matter, has it gone through an elaborative analysis? And I say it is just what you are seeing with your game now against Mali. That would be my only question.
And the evidence say me tie papa na or say obisa mu na amu. Nyame adma have kon ebe bono Morocco no. Ghana ebe bobia na. The answer is no. It is coach I went to be anfi ankobo AFCON no. And he did and say what church or qualifiers na o boni no. Chad went to be answer no. Obobo Mali so a hard fought win. Utimi say I mean, scrappy win and kasa and Yaman Koyi. This a wish sa Yamani na a chesa kwano se na nyade.
Anything I mean, say, sir, opinion on our express, no, or you're entitled to it. But my only question, which later I will come and expatiate and say, sir, opinion on what is here, know, is it informed by proper analysis of baby a blasters in your free back? Any baby I have be drawn. That will be my only comment.
Kofi, Brahma na enko to I mean
But okay, enko meet topic.
Oh no, so what say me mama meet myself.
No, we say o see enko meet topic.
Oh wait there.
Bomb na meeting you.
You say Yami admo chana because voice is here na eba na.
Bomb.
Ochina ninya time na and discuss it.
We are interested in what the coach does, his performance and everything. We are interested.
Are you impressed with what you've seen so far?
Let me tell you that there are national teams that today, after game 8, are very comfortable that they are going to the World Cup. As I sit here, very soon AFCON will start in Morocco. Is Ghana going to be there? No. We watch on TV. We have not qualified for the World Cup yet. We still need a win and a minimum draw to comfortably say that as far as our group is concerned, nobody can upstage or overtake us, even if they score 1,000 goals. So we are not sitting in a comfortable space at all. So if I tell you that I am impressed, then it means that I don't know my job. I am not. There's a lot of room for improvement. And when you meet the coach himself, he tells you that he feels he got this one, not his. He takes blame for this. He takes blame for that. He's identified this. But, well, people may ask, for how long will you continue to be doing post? Because you sometimes sit on tenterhooks. The last game like this,
Charlie, it was hot for you.
it was very hot.
You didn't sleep.
I have to be getting up. I got up like 3 times.
It's a minister of sports and recreation. Anopeya at the City FM. And Oko can't answer me.
Yeah. Rich, so UTA, the last part of Mr. Kofi Adams as seminar. I don't think so. So you're too worried about whether or the tenterhooks in games. At the end of the day, it's all subject to Otuado to the parameters of the man, the KPIs, the key performance indexes. No, the man is on Fanya Juma or Black Stars. No. If and just anything I will be saying, the first thing I told you is that anyone second. And say we're in a personal opinion here, that's personal opinion. But if the contract of Otuado doesn't meet the key performance index that is set for him, then he has to go. That is how you manage any top level high performance institution. If it's not good enough, your also contract will terminate it because you don't meet the standards that we set for you.
Okay,
no problem.
I went to Otuado Nankasa, Nensama de Ejani Place, and Ghana food nana. Yentwa so emfa emamo.
No, I think the expectations are normal. This is normal. Like you said, we are Ghana. But for me, if everybody is talking before the chat game that we already won and we already taking the 3 points, and if this gets to the heads of the players, it's a problem for me because you see a little percentage here and there getting lost because they think it's easy. So if everybody there, let's say their friends, their family, the media is talking, oh, chat, we are always beat them. It's a danger, and I'm talking now to you again to warn everybody to think we have already gone to the World Cup. It's not like that. We have to give the same effort like today to beat the Central African Republic. If we don't do this, it's a big problem. And if everybody thinks we're already gone, no, we're not done yet. We have a lot of work to do. A lot of work. It's going to be very, very difficult, very, very hard. But I think if with the right thinking, with the right mentality, we will get there.
Okay, and Coach Otuado, I say, ono do catch any place any Ghana for na include on one kasa Otuado no say we should guide against complacency. And my fan say say oh Ghana before I ever kono table ni na yeda soro ho aka 2 matches on Monday 6th October nyame adoma next month yebebo Central African Republic enu ya away na on the 13th of October no Ghana abetene fi abewi adwuma no with aye omeya from say aye Comoros. Osemi en fan she trim say ya qualify wi say a concentration level need to be kosro na ye niema ye ne hu say afede 2 matches na aka no points aye here betimi dia qualify nya no awie ansana afede obia de na kota de anase ne niema so egu a ono so de egu ba sisi idea o ka kire nyina yen guide against a complacency because adwuma no ye aka 2 matches e say bo answer na qualification no and so etimi aba ene efe no ekrata mo ede aba eya abonte se mi twa no etia ana me bon tofa ade amama efe no ese omoda ayo bia se the good people of Air Ghana omoda masepa for that tremendous air supporter mode ema aye the Black Stars of Ghana nano aye bande ewo ede across them omse na konimu aden but mudede in fact nyoma mo beto ye niema mo ye de three players no eno ka ho edema mo ebeye the number 12 ema Ghana so no yetimi enya aye down 1-0 win over aye Mali ento mo bo bia ba so mo ba across in fact Ghana for a mo tena aye TV achi abon pa de ma TV dina no omo da mo dina ma se mobua edem support Emma Black Stars and still na no ya occupy top ho ewo group I to mu da mu nyina enso ase ayala isa sem fanfu amrenity enje ne kakra na ese bi ebetu amatie for na bemu
first of all, I think that the message from Otto is spot on. In young qualifying year, there were 2 games, one away in Morocco with Central African Republic because Omuni Stadium approved Chrome. Then fear Ghana against Comoros. Once mathematically, you qualify in the region, you can say, qualify. And we will need a certain level of performances and some amount of points in 2 games now to make sure that we are home and dry. And see, if there is something we need to add to the OCC in the then Rich, that must be our focus. Until we add it and cement say now you didn't know honey, we can't relax. And see, that is the message from the coach. Says Sanke, some here can say, Sankaya were in the position of Morocco. Oh, now we are home and dry. Even Morocco, my qualifier Rich. And no only one of Moko said 2-0 and
against Zambia.
2-0. So what say Wagagria or say after Omo a winnie a fear Omo qualifying. He told us Shafa say what matches do from Paris Saint-Germain all the way to the Champions League final. Movie and also so pre-season come in Papa Bia and I'm Kobo FIFA Club World Cup. Mubo FIFA Club World Cup we and check and a French League started. French League started and check and yes Afro national team. Now you've helped us qualify to the World Cup. And last game now go and maybe go back to France and go and relax. Also say so very relax so boom I used to retire. But once he's active, every game be under Nakumaso. So once our back company, he wants to remain there till the job. Omoma qualifying put that is their mentality. Now you are qualify. Before players will go back. Now Omakako started dream say, oh, I came near Bruno. Rich, this message from the coach will ring a bell in their heads. The next time you better call up BMA in October. Rich, you will come with all the seriousness because your coach has informed you, say, like, Masa, and you see, the entire maker say it is as important to the players as citizen and I say, whatever we did, support, prayers, be you need spirit and airtight team to make sure say bet my qualifying. Rich, see a bit to see then we also can't rest. You see it to be rested. Hey, say a criticism. Say a so bot team net you bo muja. Send a bill with me, Gino Monaso, deliver the Amagana. Whatever we roll a year. Send a beer blasters bet me a qualifying rich. We shouldn't be relentless. I want to see a keep it on the fire until the job is finally done. Niaka say Ghana, you are qualified for the 2026 Wakamenti. It is a very, very good message to tell Obia who play any role where the blaster say we come to rest not until say yetimi achieve they be achieve. Thank you, Nadia. It is in place. You recognize what the supporters did and you can't be brave what supporters what the spirit of the nation at the national team because it is our national team. And to say no more the leaders of the team more that spirit of the nation for supporting more positively somebody many results in there. Rich, it is in place so October then and your conduct within this space in will continue for us to make sure say you bet me qualify the World Cup no.
Benjamin Abbey will say This station always defending the GFA and Otto Addo for his mediocre performance.
Well, what has the GFA done to this topic? At the GFA, Minister Nako baby no so who coach here the GFA woman. I say when you GFA asem obi kire na adwen say ohun say coach no e modern bono enso nani. And yet you that is the person's opinion. Who so for opinion bra. So on only opinion no so expressing who is he defending? Who defending why?
Asemo.
I asem dey on Angasa na say rich.
Kantanka one say apu I see the trainer scout and now coach.
me what sometimes interesting to me and say Rich, I don't know why people want Obia to be on the side of their thinking. Say who did say I be able to say ya. No so be say adebi send who did no so me no nya adua. Obi mpesa on in the back on the bayadi. Ade umbeso obi ni wonya adwe because una nyansa nyina wo tirimana.
Yeah, normal Ghana.
No, but we shouldn't accept that.
The moment on the line now to no
I say when you also pet a DB mouth no tago. Who told you say who adwe now wono is the perfect mind? Who told you say the who can is the truth? Mo bia kwa no bia nche na adwen. Mo bia kwa to have his own opinion on matters.
For example, say AFCON Nigeria be kwa kububi. But qualifiers for World Cup.
Want even more World Cup. Ko he ampinisi o musi o.
So sometimes football no.
It's like that. And no man when Otuado antimi anfa yanko AFCON no. Rich. Elvia. Didn't you tell him he has failed? Because we say qualifying for AFCON a minimum requirement even if you are asked to rebuild the team. And look, your opinion is not superior to Obiade. Tolerate Obisuso's stance on matters. That is how we build consensus. That is how we build a nation. But so no don't come and tag the person in a certain way. So be a woman now we can say tagwa. Do you know the name somebody can also give you?
Na yemeto aso mfa mo chawanzo for pontra kofi me ba sia na.
So you be add me keke.
Ai, na se kwa ma edi ayi ache na.
I say I would demand.
Me did there. I know omo kra me no omo nkasa no omo sponsor me. Hey,
which call?
Think I we need for this.
Bema wo Johnson ni mu pai ebikam eyawo eni moja
Since be one ma ono as a coach ni so wi adwuma na ogitum say oh you wrong and will take responsibility. Now so obusa this question say for how long and na da bia Otuado beji atum say why am from so because I would say TV HO so to stadium now we share Black Stars team no you sit on 10 house as a auto no say ya oh like feel comfortable that comfortable game baby it no there so obusan so Otuado pa djuma wa yedema Ghana ne dia obaka so nya impress so oka so impress and so no sports minister kra na djuma ye no aso on shede nim na djuma Otuado ne die ah yeah aso Otuado no
Anope anoka
bacho anope ya city
okay me impress and what's happening
ayala mo coach ubusan so say I would you do or a mistake
in all honesty na mente sa voice way
sisi a fatilu in kra na de breme
nti I am still processing it nti ama me hu asama me kind I don't want to get it wrong.
Okay, you can process name started from Fifi, no
but
problem.
no I will not speak on it today.
Okay.
I will speak on it ebia or China and I say when it becomes a topic for us to discuss properly. But my initial words and say Honorable Kofi Adams I have the right to the opinion, and as the sports minister Rich me yin say obi wo even better rights to express the opinion about Blast our coach Jumedia Odi and the Echion.
Sure.
And he is subject to his own opinion how nneoma send your person nneoma eye. Me only question and say the opinion on this matter, has it gone through an elaborative analysis, and I say it is just what you are seeing with your game against Mali? That would be my only question.
And the evidence, say me tie papa na or say obisa mu na amu. Nyame adoma have kon ebe bono Morocco no. Ghana ebe bia na. The answer is no. It is coach I went to be amfi ankobo AFCON no. And he didn't say what church or qualifiers na o boni no. Chad went to be answer no. Obobo Mali so a hard fought win. Utimi say I mean scrappy win and kasa enema nkoyi. Ti say wo hwe saa enema ni na a chesa sa kwa no se na nyade.
Anything me you say sa opinion na why express no or you entitled to it. But my only question, which later I will come and expatiate and say, sa opinion no what is here, you know, is it informed by proper analysis of baby a blasters in your free back? Any baby about be draw na? That would be my only comment.
Kofi, Brahma na enko to our main topic.
Okay, enko main topic.
Oh no, so what say me mama meet masa about.
No, we say o see enko main topic.
Oh, we dey
bomb.
Na
mean you
know. Say nyame adom chana because voice is here na eba na.
Bomb.
Ochina nenya time na and discuss it.
We are interested in what the coach does, his performance and everything. We are interested.
No, I could be sending me message. Our Twitter say or pay number now. I was offering.
Oh, okay.
Now
okay.
obey party no.
Okay.
Because I say,
what do you know?
Message is a my phone. So
I see.
I'm going for some more knowledge. Be brave. My main fa akwane message in the crowd. I no pay a cause us and maybe. And my reply no. I say a friend no eja ata. Yes, ejata. And I was say, please Ayala, how can I join your sports quiz?
Okay.
And I'm sure a community based in Tino. On making sure say on in the community in the back boom.
Sure.
Now on my friend number and then Obu say, please, can I get the number and day Eric number? It's me ascending in tea and go for the brain and send me a message on best me a part of the community quiz. No, who say Debia ye biano. Rich, I crabeshe. The way Uncle Fossy Jomanu want to so many boom no. Said Uber Jina here to 2 and Busasa and Pound in Bomua. And very, very interesting. And one of the best quizzes about me at our radio. So, and a community basis, you know, and my rivalry in your money woman at now, feed you know, the money a chance to Mukana say rich. Prices near that's no. Eh, infantil say about the Cassian. Sikani, a lot of cash prizes in and no more be and it's all your community. Now our boys be all the be omu jitum so many bomb dia quiz
them na form.
What the anti wait me my number no mum friend
communities na mu pesa mo ba no me ba to mo phone number na mo first see 0245 594425 0245 594425 mo fra na money Eric any ho enkomo kovi
say
Ramona
to say DH&H carry mix na enu amidi
oh
it's H&H no unze ushia they are milk very creamy one is when you solid power so I took some and it was a very, very good one.
You know, packaging
yeah, very nice. I blew it down on and I was say most of the Gary mix and cut any endorse we cut any more to me show we are boy here H&H Gary mix
and a sugar no so and in such a way say
minimal
and you are open to do now all the kakra account yeah
and now rich baby a shop be a be
sure
when H&H Gary mix on to me show go pay bit na fa break fast na no
that's fine
I remember there be now 20th of September internet say bono aye kono e duru ho memory da e be ni na watching ye ko bono ye ko relax ye ko for sightseeing ye ko for vacation na a 1 day fully packed vacation bonfire stores e de ye ko e the bono experience 2025 na ye ko bono no ye ko Bhutan caves and mountains ye ko Fiema monkey sanctuary ye ko Kintampo falls Ye canopy walk. Ye picnic. Na ye sightseeing. Na ye coffee ma monkey sanctuary wa. Ya say feed monkeys no. Na adie ye ni nyina no 500 series pe. So utia 500 series na. Wo air condition bus e de wo ko de wo ba e wo mu. Aduane a wo bedi, snacks a wo bedi, games a ye bebo, party e be ye wo ba asinim. Ye wia ya some professional photographers a omuni ye kwa omeme ye photo shoot e be me memory of ade na ye kwa koye no. Enti enya wo nko awo wo ma wakodonkua wo busuafo wo yere okunu obi a person oni ne ko have this experience bia no mo ye very much welcome. Year 2 anopa 5 a.m. from the Ecocent Road Eija Kumasi here I ben Victory Baptist Church Odotobi Rural Bank na wo take junction no na chipe 5 a.m. na year 2 anwumre ben 9 there na ya back na ya baba bedru se wo pese on bonfa stores any ye nyina ekọ this bono experience 2025 ni bia fresh our numbers meaning 053 109 0068 053 109 0068 and I said 0261 671686 0261 671686. Now also a part of this bono experience brought to you by Bonfa Stores.
Atiefo ye sorry na yakofa adom kase no ama munim se ye sorry ye na adom kase no beto so a omo nso ewie na no na ohema benewa ni tim nso tenase na de obra ato adwumadi no ade ama ba before me sorry kra no menwehye eye Barbara Mens ahonfa hema ahonfa do mfa nya hwe Barbara bia obia nyame nhyira pa na onya wokese in fact enhyira bia ewa wodam no nyankopon emfa bi emfa enom Barbara Mens oma the family in fact obia you so happy birthday nyame nhyira na onkoso a enya wokese tiefo edemasia adom kase na eto aso nyame adom abesan enemu ehia na ededwumadi no abramo yakramu na edemase